Yo, what's going on? This is BMT coming at y'all, sitting down with y'all. I've been sitting, just watching some stuff. Sometimes I just like to analytically watch um, what's going on Trailhood. Um, the logic that goes on with people and their talking points. And I'm hearing all this stuff about this race of women is better, or because this group of men said this, or that that makes them more sufficient. Or listen, I'm not here to preach about no kind of stick to your race and all that stuff. I don't believe in it. But I always I get a regurgitating vomit in my mouth when I listen to these game and dating talking points about which about that there's a better light to the tunnel. All right. And when I would hear these talking points, it would just sound like that of a weak person to me. I'll tell you right now. I never gave a fuck for a dating person talking or somebody trying to um some of these talking points on some of the shit that some of these people would do. I sat there and I'm gonna tell you why they're popping, because a lot of these people live in a fucking fantasy. I listen to watch I watch a lot of y'all channels, and I can give a shit if you scratch my wrench or take it or anything. Yeah, fuck your channel anyway. A lot of these people, I mean, yeah, do what you do, but a lot of these people have some kind of mentally fucked up background, and they pretty much are going to tell you a horror story of why they had it bad. And they'll try to sell you a dream. They'll try to sell you a dream like Don King selling Tyson a dream, but they actually are robbing you. I never understood, I never understood y'all propping up. If you get with a white woman, you have a better life, and they're more this and that. No, last time I checked, a bitch is a bitch. I ain't never seen nothing so sophisticated or prompt about talking about women of culture. If you go to Africa, you'll find culture. No, you won't. There are hoes over there. I ain't never seen any of this shit the way I've seen it so much on YouTube. And that's how I know a lot of y'all are fucking pathetic as fuck. Really are. You think people actually give a fuck about hearing about y'all fucking stories about fucking? You think honestly people believe y'all talking about y'all back in the day? Somebody called you a monkey baby or some shit, or goddamn these white listen, man. I know these white people, dude. I've lived around them for long enough. I've done seen the disgusting dark fetishes that some of these people get down with. The pegging, the cucking. I done seen how Latin men or Latin people talk about blacks. I watch that shit a lot. They don't fuck with the men, but they want to fuck your women. But they like to also the black men like to try to impregnate the Latin girls
but the Latin girls doggone can't show you off to the Latin culture because they already know you. Goddamn, you done brought another one of these goddamn motherfuckers to us, man. Shit, we trying to get up. That's why I be trying to talk about when I be looking at this culture shit. I be trying to figure out like what game are y'all talking? Who's fucking with? Who's really fucking with y'all, man? Asian culture, really? Asian culture? They be pimping out their people more than anybody, man. It's like y'all trying to sell some sick ass Disney dream Arabs and shit and all this other stuff. Man, fuck out of here. I ain't never seen no. Listen, bro, I ain't never raised or talk about no cultural dating and all that dumb shit that y'all motherfuckers get on and talk about and shit. I ain't never give a fuck to talk about that shit. That shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit be irritating me, making me want to scratch my ass. Most of these goddamn streams be full of with y'all goddamn bitter, hurt, goddamn trauma bonding, introverted, goddamn how she fucked me over in my bank account or my baby mama got me at court, motherfucking streams and shit. And I mean, let's be honest, man. Let's be honest, man. Like, that's why I be so curious. Like, if I could literally pull out the eye Agamotto and literally that eye Agamotto, that's a magical thing. You know, if you read a book, a lot of y'all don't read. You know, you could pull that out and look at what these people be talking about, or actually their background. You start to see that a lot of these men and women that be talking to y'all about this shit are fucked up. Now let's get over to these dating. I wanted to analyze these dating motherfuckers. First of all, you got if you got these who are these dating people? Let me look at the motherfucking paper. You got AMS, Kevin Samuels, who else? I don't know I don't know who these fucking dudes are. What is these two dudes sitting down? Okay, so all right, so um, you got Theta Dean, you got this Donovan Sharp, you got this other dude. Who the fuck is this? This is ARC or whoever. Okay, Alan Roger Curry. All right, so these are your guys. Uh, how the fuck did any of y'all take any of these people seriously? I'm just gonna ask you, any kind of dating coach or any kind of person talking about dating. Notice this. See, this is why I call it a fake ass religion. For and I'm going to get over to the women, but you got that Chrislyn Carrison and the Chrissy and pretty much all the females that talk about dating are all trauma bitches. I ain't gonna. All the females that talk about dating are trauma bitches. You ain't missed much, trailer. Shit, I'm about to drop the link because honestly, literally, listen, man. Majority of these people, men and women that be telling y'all about this dating and the high life of fucking one day y'all gonna get redeemed and shit, or find some end of the road about culture and how you never real time ever seen them come up and pull the people that they're talking about. You never see them do that. I always enjoy when they talk about. See, they. That's why I said I don't ever believe the shit that they be talking to me about. I never listen. That's why I never listen to any of these people because they always telling you about dating, but you never see them with anybody. And then we say, well, showcase your man or show your bitch. And I mean, yeah, okay. Well, we heard some story about some girl. This one woman, she's talking about this Christian woman, this bitch talking about dating out. And I mean, yeah, you can go ahead and date out. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about y'all. And y'all need to stop stalking people's social media pages about who they fucking. Y'all are weird, dude. I was told I was paid by somebody. I was supposed to doggone bug some of y'all social media shit. But when I saw who some of the people are, I was like, nah, I better not do that. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of y'all, nobody's worried about y'all. People are gonna date and fuck who they want. But some of y'all are crazy as fuck. Some of y'all are weird as fuck. Like nobody gives a fuck about staying loyal to what? What loyal to what? Who I gotta be loyal to? You're not my fucking man. You're not my people. You're not my woman. Like loyal to who? People do what the fuck they gonna do. This is why I be saying YouTube is the weirdest freak gathering ever. It's like Dark Crystal, like a Dark Crystal orgy or some shit.
That's being nice.
That is being nice. That is being nice. Like, I mean, they got some weirdos on Dark Crystal. They got some weirdos on that one. Now, trailer, we're here because we're hearing. I've been watching a lot of these channels. I had to sit down for 3 hours and speed watch 20 minutes of 6 different videos. You know, don't worry, I got compensated and paid for that.
I'd hope so.
Listen, dude,
that's a lot, man. Damn.
I wanted to bang my brain out. I ran through like 7 blunts and doggone like 2 cases of beer. Just sitting there. Listening to people talking about divestment, colorism, white people do it better. I never,
dude. I am so sick of hearing that right there. White people do it better. Like we're the fucking know all be all of relationships. White people relationships are just as fucked up as everyone else's, if not more.
I don't know why, trailer. This is why I don't know why people say that shit. Because I'd be like, well, if you go over to Africa, you know, there's culture. But if you go over to white people, there's culture. If you go to Chinese people, there's culture. If you go over there, you go over there. I'm like, dude.
All you got to do is walk out your fucking front door and you'll find culture if you open your eyes.
But no, you see, you're on goddamn YouTube. And on YouTube, if you put on a nice little outfit, right, trailer? Let me tell you how crazy these people are. You put on a nice outfit and you put on some candles and some stupid shit and you put on a nice little setup and you start talking about the fuckery of a relationship, you will get subscribers and views. These people,
you will get monetized right now.
You'll get monetized and all kind of shit because they try to sell you the dream like a crazy ass. It's like, God dang, dude.
Well, shit, all I got to do is get on there and cry about my first 2 failed relationships, and I'd be a hit then.
You would be a hit. They tell you got to talk about failure. It's like a movie. Talk about failure, then talk about redeeming. Failure, then redeeming. and then you, I promise you will be successful. Make sure you talk about how they some crazy shit like Disney Channel shit, like they stole your kid or some shit, or they probably tried to stab you. You got to add some extra spice into it, but then you got to find something now. Here's the funny thing. So tell them about you finding some sex or get some ass, but you can't ever show us a functional household. That's not allowed. No, you can't do functionality. That doesn't work. You just got to say you're getting pussy, or some shit like that. I promise you, if you say that stuff, you will probably hit 1,000 subs before the end of tonight.
Wow. That's crazy.
No, that's the game. That's the game.
Why do people want to hear about fail? Well, is that me feeding back?
No, go ahead.
I don't understand why people want to hear about failure. I mean, that's
Go ahead. Ask the question. I will gladly. I've been sitting here listening to all this dumbass relationship channels and shit. I will gladly answer any of your questions.
I don't get it, man. I really don't.
Here's the thing about
it. Because to me, don't we have enough failure that we see every day? Why would you want to just constantly listen to people talk about that?
Because it's like, it's like victim. It's called victim. It's called victim tube.
Yeah, but that whole victim mentality doesn't get nobody anywhere.
It gets you super chats. It gets you monetization. It gets you all kinds of stuff. Granted, you've never seen any of these people. Like, I mean, they'll probably show you taking a picture with somebody. They'll show you taking a picture with somebody, but they'll never show you how these people individually deal with each other. Like that's the shit about it. Like I to no end, it's just it's kind of sad at this end of the game. Like,
Yeah,
uh,
I'm trying to find it. I ended up stumbling across some dude's relationship channel last night, man, and it's headline. The only reason why I watched the video is because the headline that he had on the
what was the
thumbnail.
headline?
I'm trying to find it so I can tell you what it was. I'm looking in my history right now as we speak.
I like to sometimes when I do for fun. When I do for fun, I go by the shooting range and I show these dating talking point and all these other channels from men and women that I see, but I'm so tired of being stuck. Listen, bro, I hate seeing y'all fucking channels and shit
Well,
about
here,
it's like fucked up my algorithm and shit. Now
well,
I got
here, check this out. I found it. This is the title. It's called "She Can't Find Mr. Perfect, so she expects a guy to feel lucky to have her at all."
What kind of imbecilic animal makes?
All right, and then it says, "What does she bring to the relationship?" All right, and it's dude, it's insane because he's talking. You know how the other night you were talking about dating websites.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
This is basically what he was discussing was dating websites. And look, this is how he described women in today's world on these dating websites. He said it's like going out and buying a used car. He said, so, you got, some of these women that, guy hung out with them for a little bit. You know how you got them used cars where they bought the car. They only had it for a couple months. They took it back because it didn't fit them well, so it's only got a few miles on it, but it's still got that used car smell. He said, we got those women, which those are the super hot supermodel types that actually look normal and sane, that won't talk to anybody but the top 5% of men. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He said, and then you got the other side of the used cars where it's something where the paint's peeling off of it. One of the tires is fucking busted, flat on the motherfucker. You got an exhaust leak on it. The upholstery's tore on the inside. I mean, I was losing my shit, dude. It was great.
Now, listen, you and I, Triller, we're both realistic men that have walked the battlefield in the valley of death. I always wonder how the fuck does anybody here on YouTube know what the fuck the 5% do, let alone do they even know what the 20% do? How the fuck does anybody in this space know what celebrities and all these people do, or consultants and dating and all these relationship people and gurus and all these people that talk about culture and all this shit? How the fuck do they know what the fuck these people do? Do they honestly think these people hang on YouTube around any of us? Do they really believe that shit?
Right. I mean, do they really believe that they are really in touch with the average individual?
No, they're not.
And they're not. They're in their own little echo chamber. Now, dude, check this out. You got to listen to this profile on this dating website.
Oh, I got it. Please play it. Come on.
I'm just going to tell you what it says. It says it's a female. She is seeking a man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you drink? Socially, marital status, single, hair color brown, yada yada yada. But in the about me, it says, "I love Jesus, LOL. So please, no non-religious people. I've been a single mother to a 1-year-old for about a year and a half. now, and y'all, it's hard. Now look, check this out. She where is it? Her header on it is, let me find it here.
This is good. This is golden.
It's really good. Her header, her dating profile header says temporarily pregnant but single.
What the fuck?
I swear to God, okay? She's a non-smoker with a few extra pounds, body type, 28-year-old female, Christian, wants to find someone to marry.
But she's first of all, temporarily pregnant? What the fuck does that mean?
Well, obviously you're only pregnant for a short time, so every woman's temporarily pregnant when they get pregnant.
What is she on abortion? What is she on abortion status, or is she?
No, I think what she's saying is she's getting ready to pop soon.
Oh, so
but now
you got two babies you're about to take on.
Yeah, so now if you listen, that this makes more sense when she says, I've been a single mother to a 1-year-old for about a year and a half now, and y'all, it's hard. I'm pregnant and alone once again. So that means that if she has been a single mom to a 1.5-year-old, that dude must knocked her up and dipped the fuck out. That's what happened to this one. That's what happened this time around, the second time around too. All right. Now she goes, I'll get into details with the right person. I'm searching for a man that will step up in and help share in the responsibilities of raising babies. Definitely not looking for just sex or games.
Right. But you got two babies already.
Right. So basically what she's saying is I already screwed up my life, twice now. So what I'm looking for is some dude that's willing to come into my life and be a daddy to my kids that their real daddy wouldn't step up and do. And I'm not playing no games. Don't expect no sex. All that fun shit that you would want it when you're dating someone. I already fucking tossed that away on these other two losers. So when you come and mess with me, it's all serious. We're adulting and we're getting married, and it's all going to be serious adulting shit.
Yeah, my body's for Jesus.
Who the fuck wants that kind of sales? What kind of sales pitch is that?
It's like the car bumpers falling off of some shit, and the damn exhaust is leaking. And it's leaking all kind of food out of the engine. And you're like, hey, you buy this car brand new, buddy. You better take it as is and be thankful you're getting what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? I'm a winner.
Right. Fuck you. Why do I got to step up and be somebody else? No. Look, the last thing she says is, "Daddy's hit me up."
Wow. You already know that's daddy issues coming down the pipe. You already know.
Right. And I'm just sitting here, while he was sitting there talking about it, I'm just sitting here shaking my head like, oh my fucking God. Because what he said is true. That's how it is. Like when you get on any of these dating websites, it's either you got these, kind of average, thicker, a little bit more overweight, probably got kids, single women out there looking to date, and the hell, half of them may not even be single. Some of them are probably, women that are looking for a way out of the relationship they're in, and don't want to leave until they got, some security to rely on,
Exactly.
And those are the ones that'll talk to you sometimes. Or you got the other side where it's, they look like they're normal, and they actually look decent, look like something presentable that you might want to actually roll around in the hay with, but they won't talk to you because you ain't this imaginary figment of their imagination, perfect man that constantly changes with every day that comes by.
But Trailer, we have it where people are looking for 6-figure people, and also they are looking for high earners and submissive women that also do anal and back shots down their throat. Don't these people exist? They should be right there in Walmart waiting in line for us.
Wow. Wow. Doesn't it make, man, aren't you glad that you are married?
Listen, man,
seriously.
I be like, yo, where am I blessed to find these people, man? Man, am I blessed to find these type of people, man. In a bubble of a fucked up world. I be hearing fucking Tweety birds float by. And I think one of the things was it was a woman on this show with this old dude. He had like 3 divorces and shit, and she was asking the dude on how to get married. And I'm like, wait, you're going to the dude who has 3 failed marriages and his kids, and literally talks about getting with teeny boppers or young women, but literally wears a purse.
Oh wow.
And the girl was asking him, and I was showing it to my friends, the video, and they kept asking, why is he dressed like that? Why was he dressed like that? And we were just having a good time just watching this shit. We were just having a good time watching the fuck shit. And the women there were, just sitting there listening. Now they have this guy named Derek Jackson that they like listening to. He's one of those yes type of men that like to tell women what they want to hear, and he calls women queens and all that crazy shit. And
that term, every woman is not a queen. That title has to be earned.
He's like I said, man. It literally they love this sweet sauce of a Derek Jackson. They believe he's the Messiah. Like, why do people still believe there's a winning hand or a winning game, a winning hand, or some type of way you can win this game? Is a relationship a game or something, or like what's your thoughts to all of this?
Well, see, that's what I was going to say is why do people still or even refer to this as a game? Because it's not a game. It's life. It's your life. And if you think your life is a game, don't get pissed off at everyone else and blame it on, white culture or the society or racism or this, that, and the other on why your life failed because you treated it like a fucking game.
It amazes me that I listen to the talking points. I listen to the talking points of these shows of men going their own way. That's always interesting, and feminism, and literally the talk of submission. For people that don't like slavery, they like talking about submission. And the only time I hear submission the most talk about from white people is BDSM or some type of.
The only time I ever say anything about submission is in the bedroom, dude.
That's some BDSM shit in their eyes or something.
I wouldn't say. I don't take it that far. I mean, I have kids, so I got to tone it down. You know what I'm saying? I can't make it sound like there's a secret in the bedroom and shit.
It's a very interesting mind frame. Granted, listen, we're too matriarchal. We're too looking at the matriarchal line. We grew up, dealing with our mothers, but we're our own men.
Well, my mom actually raised me from the time I was 7 until I was 18. So she's the only person I have as a role model on what a mom and a wife's supposed to be.
But here's the thing about it: you're a man of your own house. You running your own house, and you're doing right by your children. I've seen you with your child, feeding your child, and your wife was right there supporting you. I've done plenty of videos in my house, and I always feel interested because I don't think we've ever looked on YouTube on how to fucking run a house. Well, literally, what should we be doing as a man, like that? Or, hey, you know what? You as a man, you better make sure you eat first. You eat first.
The thing is I think, really, in all reality, in today's day and age, being a man or a woman for that matter, and it being, in any kind of marriage or relationship that's going to have any kind of success at all, is filling in where you fit in. Picking up the slack when the other person is having an off day and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Think like
Not game.
like Reno said, things aren't always going to be equal, but that's okay. It's not supposed to be. I mean, that's why men and women are different anyhow.
Right.
They're created different, they're built different, their mind frame is different. But if you find someone that you click with, those differences fit together like a puzzle piece.
Right. Now, all right. Listen, y'all. Listen, man. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I have ups and downs, like a motherfucker being thrown into a goddamn washing machine.
Yeah, I tell my wife sometimes I feel like I'm going through menopause.
Exactly, menopause, real thing. It's like, listen, man. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. You can lay with that woman for umpteen years, and you will be learning something new every fucking day. You're like, what? Like, what? I mean, like, sometimes after a while, that's why I be laughing at the talking points I hear on Tube, dating Tube, and fuck Tube, because it amazes me. A lot of people like to tell you how to fuck and get by and how to possibly get the bang, and I mean, that's cool. A lot of y'all, to me, in my eyes, are a bunch of hoes.
I
But
used to be a hoe.
and guess what? And I'm very happy to hear that, Trill. Embrace your hoe.
No, I
Embrace,
said I used to be a hoe.
yes, and embrace it.
Before I met my
Embrace
wife.
And embrace it. Embrace it. Listen,
I did embrace it. I embraced the fuck out of it.
I've had my whole fair share of a lot. Listen, what I could afford to get, and energy I could match, I took whatever came on my plate.
Hey, brother, I'll tell you what. I just count my blessings that I didn't end up with something that I carried around like luggage for the rest of my life from being a hoe.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with that, Reno. Relationships and more about putting up with the con. Dealing with the pros is the easy part.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That is a very, very strong, hard fact,
And it ain't really putting up with it, though. It's about being able to deal with it and, address conflicts in an adult manner without being juvenile children about it. Being adults.
But hold on now. On the logic to sell on the game and dating, a lot of these people, they cannot properly show you the way. It's like somebody teaching you the Force, but this motherfucker is not even a fucking Jedi master. They're a fucking goddamn fucking Padawan.
Yeah, they're not even a Padawan yet. They're a Padawan in training.
But no, I read the statistics about becoming a Jedi. So truly, Trill, I know what it takes. You need to listen to me. I've seen what happens to these goddamn Wookiees out here. You need to be more. Listen, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's savage out there. Like, I'm not gonna listen to you. Like, functional society, they're not listening. I gotta call bullshit like the Russian bot collusion in this area, man. Like, I don't believe in goddamn 7/8 of the shit that I hear coming out of the house. You're gonna have to show me. You have to show me, because I mean, honestly, it's like I've heard some people say, "Hey, man, don't mess with the culture of women in this country. Go to another country, and you'll get a better culture of women." I'm like, what? Huh?
That doesn't even make sense.
No. In their mind, if they leave from America, they'll find a better grade of women that is naturally submissive. And they'll lay on their back and give to you, and
Right.
they'll obey you. And the men will treat you better also. They'll carry you to the bedroom. and take care of your children, all that shit. It's like you get a fresh restart.
Why would you want a weak ass woman?
Trailer? She's submissive.
But from what I'm gathering is this definition of submissive means they're weak. They'll do what they're told. That they'll bow down and kiss your feet. Why do you want that? I want somebody that's going to challenge me because of not only just with everyday things, but intellectually. Otherwise, that's why relationships get stale.
When I look at it, like I'm a guy who likes to play video.
Like opinion.
I like to play video games. Like and what would happen is, Trailer, I would rather put the game on easy or dumb logic. And of course, I'm gonna breeze through the game and talk my shit. Because I'm winning.
Right.
And my cousins or anybody else is gonna come up and say, "Hey, what are you playing?" "Oh, I'm playing this game," and look at me, man. I'm a boss. I'm leading. I'm running this shit. And they look at it like, "Oh, of course you are.
You're a rookie.
You're a rookie. You're a rookie."
And everyone else is running better.
Of course you will. Hey, let me just pick up. No, don't do that. I'm not good at shooting like that. Or when you actually play online, with other people, and everybody's poppy, everybody knows you're the free, easy kill. See, that's how I see it when I listen to people talk online about culture dating and dating and all this other shit. You're the free, easy kill in my eyes.
Let's Reno, why don't you come onto the stream and explain that a little bit, because I don't think anybody should have to submit, period.
Yeah, listen, see, that's my thing. Here's my thing about it. And let me shoot this at black people. Let me shoot this toward black people. Let me take my shot at it. Black people. What's going on, Eric?
What's up?
For a lot of y'all, anybody that's a minority or anybody general that has a fixation about talking about submission, I'm gonna need y'all to all shut up about slavery. Don't talk about slavery.
Mic drop.
The mic drop. Don't talk about slavery anymore. Y'all can't be talk. I've never seen people so goddamn federal gagger hungry about it. Okay, no, we got to read. Listen, y'all love this slavery talk about reparations, but then you get mad when you get manhandled in the fucking courtroom.
Yep, and you got child support coming out of your fucking ass in here.
Right. Well, you wanted that person to be submissive. So guess what? The court's like, no, go pay your reparations back to that person. And then you're like, wait a second. Hold up. Why do I have to? Well, shit, you had a slave. Now the system wants you to pay your slave.
Yep, she wanted to be free of your authority.
They wanted to be free of your authority. So when y'all talk about submission, or I like being submissive, and I'd be like, weak person talking. That's honestly what goes off in the back of my mind sometimes. I'm like,
She only likes being submissive until she can trap his ass into a place to where she can say, okay, I'm done with you motherfuckers. Now let's go to court so I can make money off of you.
Listen, women only start talking that submissive shit to where they can get in good. And they can get you good. And I mean, they will get you good. No, listen, we're trying to tell you as two men that are in the valley of death itself. Listen,
live that life.
Live that life. Like that submission bullshit, whimsical belief. Yeah. That's only because they need somebody to lead them. But they're actually leading you into a falsehood. Oh, yeah, I'm running this and I'm running that. And then sure enough, you don't understand, in the eyes, we live in victim society. They got your ass. They got you.
Yes, sir.
They got you. And then y'all be like, oh, how did this happen?
This whole time you thought you were in charge and you were the top dog and that you was running the castle, you was the king and shit, and really behind closed doors she was the king and queen, and she had a couple other princes on the side that you didn't know about, just waiting for her to trap your ass up so that you could be paying all their motherfucking bills.
Oh yes, you watch it happen quite a lot. See it happen a lot. We're joined here by Era Black TV. Era Black TV.
What's up, Arrow?
Peace, what's going on? What's going on, BMT? What's going on, Trailer Hood?
I'm going over this dumb logic that these people sell on game and culture dating. It's on your, it's on to you on the logic of what you get. Because I think it's all stupid. I noticed that right now we're now in 2020, in 2021, and people don't know how to properly actually talk to people or deal with people. So naturally now they're running to YouTube daddy or mommy to hopefully sell them or give them the game. But give it to them on easy mode. So, and also tell them what culture betting pools to go into so that way they can have a better chance of surviving.
Absolutely. Yes,
Go
indeed,
ahead.
bro. You're absolutely correct. As most of the time, you're absolutely correct. This all comes back to how we relate to each other in the world as human beings and all the things that we go through. Our own insecurities, how secure we are, how confident we are. It goes back to experience and all these things. So you don't need a dating coach, you need experience. And if you're talking to people and you're not getting that right vibe back, that means you're not getting time back to have that experience, right? So I mean, it's just basic math. So it just goes to experience. I mean, you don't need a dating coach. I mean, really, a dating coach and all these, like you said, they're just zaddies for everybody. People use people to gain confidence from, or use people as a role model. That's what every content creator initially winds up being to somebody. Oh, I want to be like, you know what I mean? I want to come off as confident as my content creator that I like. I want to be able to talk like him and be as articulate as him, or be able to dress like them, whatever you're role modeling them for. And so that's what these guys provide for the guys who listen in. Like, they're usually young guys, and they really don't have that experience out there, so they're looking at these guys like, oh, these guys are doing it. You know what I mean? It's like looking at a rapper. He's got all the tongue, and you know what I'm saying, he knows all the words to say and how to form them. You know what I mean? So you want to emulate. So that's what I think about it.
But what's crazy about that, if you think about it, is all these dating coaches that you're talking about that are like that. I think it's safe to say that probably 90 to 95% of them, every fucking one of them single.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the game is for you. It's never for them. You know what I mean? It's for them to sell. Now,
one of the things about it, and I always, as I look at a lot of these people, I always say, would you choose a coach that has never won the championship, versus you could choose a coach that just comes enough just to get you possibly at the front?
Well, it depends. If you've never been to the playoffs, you just good to get to the playoffs. So if the coach can get you just there, then that we'll handle that, round one first before we get to the finals.
But see, I want to win. I actually want to win. I want to win.
But sometimes you got to win first before you win.
Absolutely, and you got to take your steps, your bumps. We all don't just get to just win right out. You got to take your tryouts. You got to use some women, or not use them, but just go into the vibe of getting with a woman just to experience certain things, so that you can make better decisions going forward with better options.
Well, see, that goes to what I was telling BMT the other night, that I believe that a lot of these younger cats, men and women out there, they rush into falling into love and falling into each other's feelings way too fucking fast, and don't realize that their youth is where they're supposed to date and learn how people work and understand all these
Absolutely.
things, have those failures and have those accomplishments to where when you finally do get in that mindset to where you want to marry up and settle down, you already understand where, the flaws and the positives, the goods and the bads, the negatives and this, that, and the other. You've already done some of the things. You've already had some failures. You
Right.
have some experience under your belt. That way you're not, just expecting everything to just work. You got to put in work.
Now,
That's a fact.
now we're joined here by my homeboy, Platinum Elite. We're joined here by the Platinum Elite, the Elite plan. Now, I had to sit down for about 2 hours and watch videos
I feel for you, man.
about dating and culture dating and game and shit. It was horrible as fuck. I never ran through so much weed and alcohol to get through it all. I never had to. Still, it was a very horrible experience.
How many dabs you go through?
Y'all see me now, man. I can't show.
I bet your eyes ain't even open, are they?
I can't cam up right now.
You got toothpicks and them motherfuckers just keeping them up.
But
Go ahead, Platinum. Go ahead.
look on
What's
that.
going on, Plat?
What's up with you? What's up
What's
with
up,
the
Platinum?
panel? Whatever, on game. It's like anything, man. It's like where you going to go get it. I disagree with quite a few guys, even the real popular guys on YouTube. But they have a method in the sense they target a particular group. Some guys target guys who are like in high school. So a dude that's like over 30, he might look at that and say, "What is this? This is not game." But to those guys, it might be, and it's more or less a confidence issue. If you can boost somebody's confidence so that they're trying to, deal with women and staying positive, as much as we might disagree with a person's particular methods, if they get the person's confidence going, it's actually a successful, their philosophy is successful.
Do you think they're really trying to boost confidence or make money off of somebody's misery?
Well, I think you just named YouTube here. YouTube is a very predatory place. I mean, unless you're trying to get a car fixed or something like that, or do real estate. But a lot of the relationship channels and stuff, this channel we hate black women. This channel we hate black men. This channel we hate men. This channel we hate women. And so all of them are just a money hustle and a money deal. But what I'm saying is, they are trying. I mean, it just depends. Like I said, you have to find the coach, because some coaches, the methods work.
Mm-hmm. Now, Black, I fucks with you then, because when I listen to you talk, it's not from game, from experience. It's like a former NBA player now telling the next generation who about to go into the court. You understand me? Yeah, I feel like those are the really good coaches to tell you something, because it's somebody that's already been out there and said, "Hey, this is the reality of it is what it is." I'm just telling you, but I understand it's not pretty, but it is what it is. In other words, sometimes I look at it more so of a man talking to other men, or a man talking to women. Like when I actually start breaking down to like before some men get married, especially some young men, a lot of them email and come talk to me, or we talk on the phone. I give them my number and we start sitting down and talking, and they're like, "Hold up, I didn't hear that on YouTube." Of course you did it, because I'm not telling you how to play around. I'm telling you how to live, and how that you're going to have to survive from here on out in your life. So when I listen to you talk, man, it's more so you're talking from a stewardship of a mentor teaching the next NBA player who's coming on the court. Does that make any sense? So
It makes sense. And
go ahead.
a lot of anti-female dudes and anti-male women, they've been burned. And I'm saying we're talking about people who failed at relationships, who are now trying to tell other people, either don't do them. Okay, you got a guy who's tried, was married, his wife cheated, whatever had happened, it broke his heart, and now he's a champion against women on YouTube and against marriage. You got a woman who's failed marriage, and now she's against black men, and and how they're full of, So I'm saying you're not dealing with reality. When I go outside, when I deal with people, those people are not on YouTube, and I see dudes fucking on bitches all the time. I see women choosing up on dudes all the time, black men, whatever, So I don't think that whole dynamic is represented, on YouTube.
I mean, we all just regular people. Regular people are on YouTube. Regular people are going through regular, real things. So, every real thing that's going on in life is gonna eventually shake out through the people on YouTube.
But see,
So,
Eric, hold on, Eric. What if I never had that confidence? What if I never had that buzz or that type of energy to talk like you do, or literally the minute a woman disrespects you, snap back? Like I never had that backbone, but the way how I see you doing it, I want that energy. I don't. I love the way you told that woman to put her in her place. That makes me feel more like I can be that man like you. Is that something that's going on, or that's not everything?
Definitely. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. That is definitely what's going on. We as a people feed off each other's energy, period. So and we emulate. So if you don't have those experiences and you want to come off as confident as I may sound to you, then you kind of emulate and run with my mannerisms and the way I attack things, or even my lingo and my rhetoric. So yeah, I definitely agree with you. That's what's going on.
It's crazy, Eric. You missed earlier show. Plant, how many people do you think emailed me on what I just did to Attorney Nichelle? How many people do you think emailed me like fawning and foaming at the mouth on what I did?
I don't know, brother. That's my first time. My first time running across her. Obviously, she had too much to drink, but I have no idea what the response was on that.
I got 15 emails about, you put her in her place. That's how you check a woman and all that extra shit. And I was like, oh, really? I got 15 emails just for doing that? I was like, well, damn. I can only imagine if I did an actual show or, made something, it's like all I did was have a standard. One of the men wanted to speak. We do try to have an order where, guess what? If class speaking, everybody let him speak. If you're speaking, everybody let him speak. If you got a female up here, be respectful, let her speak. And you can agree to disagree, but I'm never going to allow it to where somebody is being blatantly disrespectful and then think that, we're just going to let it fly. That's just common sense. It didn't make me any less or more of a man. It just means I'm just a person with standard. I'm finding out that people are jumping into trying to deal with people, but they never set their standard. So again, you don't know the standard of how fast you can run, how many jabs you can put out, what's your time of your sprints or your steps, until you actually start gauging how far you can go. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. I grew up with in a household with four kids and one mother, and dad in and out and stuff. So yeah, I used to have it where seeing how women would talk to men, especially growing up in a predominantly dominant female household. Yeah, my judgment was skewed. But after a while, I said, fuck that. Why am I being disrespectful? Like, babe, I need money. Babe, I need money. Babe, I need money. Then after that, one day, after I finally broke from that person, I said, why did I give that motherfucker? So you know what happened the next time I dated another person that kept asking me for money? I gave her $20. Then the next time she said, babe, I need $30. No. Wait, why? No. Gave you $20. Tell you what, why don't you give me $20? And then after that, I'll give you $30 next week. Wait, why? I'm the woman and I'm the man. When are you gonna put it on me? All I did was put up a standard that, yo, I'm not gonna give to somebody who ain't giving me shit. I'm not giving to nobody who ain't giving me shit. It's a give and
See,
take.
I feel you. I feel you now. Now, every girl didn't deserve that same energy, though. You know
Right.
what I mean? Now, it really goes, you know, person by person and trial by trial basis. Like,
Hey, it's like
but I feel
when I
you
was
though. Not to cut you off. I feel you though for having a standard for yourself. You know what I mean? So that you're not getting jerked ultimately.
But see, I'm not bashing her, but I'm about to pass the trailer. Understand? I'm not saying that. What I see happen is men and women getting burned by one person, and they're taking out that vengeful aggression on everything, everything on the scorched earth. But I'm like, okay, clearly your ass ain't got over that shit. So now you putting that energy on everybody. But we gotta ask you, where did you fuck up at? Mine was I was giving out, but I wasn't not demanding on my return. Feel me? See, I don't mind talking about where I fucked up at.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about no bill shit or none of that stuff. It's just that I thought that, hey, me as a provider, provide. But I never received. And it's not wrong for me as a man to look for something to receive. Go ahead, Trailer.
I was just going to say that there was one time when I was dating back in my early 30s before I met my wife, probably around 31, 32, something like that. I asked this girl if she wanted to go out on a date, you know, go out and have dinner and whatnot. We get there, you know, I think we went to like Applebee's or something cheap like that, you know, and we were sitting there having dinner, you know, had a couple drinks, got time for the check. The waitress comes up and she's like, hands me the bill. And I looked at her and said, why is there only one bill?
Mm.
She's like, what do you mean? I said, this is two separate bills, man. I said, why do you automatically assume that I'm paying? Well, then the girl that was out on a date with me, she got pissed off, you know, because I was making her pay her own food bill. You know, she said, well, what are you talking about? I got to pay for my own meal. You're the one that asked me if I wanted to go out. I said, yeah, I asked you if you wanted to go out. I didn't ask you if you wanted to go out and have me pay for your shit. You know, because at that point I was tired of, you know, with the dating game and everything, because I've been in it for a year and a half dealing with all this shit. You know, automatically I was going broke. You know what I'm saying? Always have to be the one reaching in my pocket for shit. You know, and I was trying to prove a point that, you know, people need to stop assuming, you know, that especially women, and it's no bash towards, you know, all women, but they need to stop assuming that just because someone asks you if you want to go out, that means that they're going to automatically pay for everything.
Yeah, but I mean, I can understand your frustration, but I mean, like at the end of the day, you know, that's not gonna get you any closer to your goal. If your goal was sleeping with her, I mean, at the end of the day, man, you know.
At that point, my goal was just to go out and hang out with people. You know, I could have cared less if I got bedded her down, or if I didn't. You know, I could have cared less if, you know, it was just going out and meeting people, see if I could find people that I could get along with.
Yeah, but you didn't want to spend money, so you was not specific with her. Like, I want to go out with you specifically just to walk and talk.
Well, I just asked her if she wanted to go out. I mean, there's a lot of assumptions that were made there.
That's why I said you were not specific with her. I just said you would. Mm-hmm.
But I was specific because, like I was telling BMT, you know, the other thing that I used to tell when I was going through this dating thing is I always told women, because I, you know, was in a really shitty relationship before that, you know, don't think that this is going to get anything serious. I'm just out trying to meet people, have friends, you know, see what, you know, if it leads to the bedroom, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't, you know, but I'm not, if you're expecting this to go anywhere where it's going to be serious and we're exclusive, and if that's what you're looking for, then I'm not the one for you.
right? That's a little later down the line, but initially, you know, when you hollering at her and you want to get to know her, you're not asking her, you're not letting her know off top, because I mean, you know, generally when you say, you know, can I take you out? A woman is thinking, oh, you want to take me to a dinner, a
But
movie, or you want to spend some money.
But why should it be that way now when we live in a world where women are supposed to be equal to men?
Because you weren't specific.
You
Let
shouldn't
me
have to
tell
be
you
specific.
exactly.
Because we already.
Let me tell you exactly what I want to do with you. So there's
Oh,
no
You-
mix up in this.
You have to choose women who share that same philosophy. You can't ask a woman out who's been taken out and, you know, bought things or whatever, you know, under just the way she's been treated, and all of a sudden you decide to hit her with that new philosophy. It's not going to work. I mean, you can do it, but I just don't see how it's going to work.
This is good dialogue.
There are women out there who think like that, though. There are women out there who they don't want you to spend any money on them. They want, you know, they want to go out and they'll pay for theirs or whatever. You pay for yours, and y'all can, if y'all want to talk. There are women out there looking for non-sexual type, you know, communicative,
right,
relationships. Yeah, but I'm saying you're not going to get that from women who are not like that. Thoughts.
Right, I understand that, but I want to let Reno know. Back then,
flies.
I was dealing with the wrong women. Now, like I said, I've been married for 5 years. I've been with my wife for 7. You know, so you know, we've been in a steady, very faithful, you know, honest relationship for quite a long time. So,
you know, but I'm saying it's a mistake a lot of guys make with strippers. You know, because that's like, it's easy to go in, spend your money, get attention, spend a whole lot of money so you stand out, and possibly you can meet her outside the club. What a lot of guys run into is when they try to pursue her, they try to pursue her on some boyfriend, girlfriend, beta bullshit. And those women are like, nah, you know, I'm not, like, you know, I appreciate you being a customer, and, you know, possibly we could have fucked, but no, I don't want to be your girlfriend. And then on top of that, even if they did get that, you know, opportunity, they're not ready for that because of all the attention she's getting. And then they complain about that. No, I know guys who've gotten their attention to the fact where, I mean, they'll even say, okay, hey, you want to be my boyfriend? Okay, let's do it. But then you find out
that you
a week
can't handle
later,
that.
yeah, they're fighting. They almost want them to quit. I don't want you to strip. And it's like, are you going to supplement the income she's walking away from? No.
Right.
It should, like, they start talking like we were saying, oh, it should be about us and feel, you know, that type of shit.
Right. And look, I get that, you know, but like, back to what you were saying, you know, what we were talking about when, you know, me wanting, basically expecting that girl to pay for her own meal. You know, that's why, you know, I was initially, had a different outlook on my wife, because the first time me and her went out, you know, I asked her, you want to go up to the local, bar? And I asked her if she wanted to go in the afternoon rather than in the evening. You know, want to go up for a happy hour, have a couple drinks, you know, sit and talk, get to know each other. And when she came to sit down, she, you know, I asked her if she wanted something to drink. She reached into her pocket and said, no, I got it, and was paying for her own shit. And see, that's the type of shit I respect, you know. I respect people that, you know, if they're going to talk that, you know, men and women need to be on the same equal playing field, that not just talk about it, but live that shit, you know, not expect things out of people, you know, just because of pretense from the past.
We're joined here by Lady Celeste. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep your eyes out on her. We have plans to great things come from her. What's going on, Celeste? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm just
Hey,
eating
Celeste.
and listening. Hey, y'all.
She's
Like-
fuming.
I'm like, I can't believe you actually did that to somebody. Like,
Why not?
Why not?
because that's horrible.
Yeah.
But aren't there a lot of women out there that do horrible things to men all the time?
I mean, yeah, but it's like with
I mean,
that.
out of the list of horrible things a man can do, expecting a woman to pay for her own dinner. I mean, that's really really low on the horrible list of shit a man can do to a woman.
But that's not going to work if it's not pre-discussed. If it's traditional woman, it's just simply. I hear guys, what you did, that's guys do, but I always wonder, what do they expect to happen? It's not going to go over well, because they're going to look at you as, what? I don't want to pay for my meal.
So
I don't
I'm
pay
gonna
for my meal.
assume that you like the feminist type of woman, right?
No, I don't like the. Like I said, it ain't that I like feminist type of women. I think feminazis are fucking insane. But what I do like is women that they don't just talk; they walk the way they talk. You know, they live the way they speak. You know, they don't just talk the shit and then live a whole nother way than what they talk.
You
But
talking about women?
women paying for dates, that's a part of feminist ideology. That whole equality of the genders, that's feminist.
He may not know. He may not know that, Shalane.
Because there's a difference between a feminist and a feminazi. A feminazi absolutely hates men, everything about
Right.
men,
Okay, yeah.
disgust her. But a feminist wants equality between the genders. Like everything a man can do, she wants to be able to do. Like pay for first dates.
What's up, Conspiracy Box? He's
Now-
in love with your voice.
Now, one of the things about it is this, and this is something that, you know, from the female dating side, women are more so, rather, they're paying for their dates because they don't want to feel no obligatory type of obligations.
They don't feel like they owe you something at the end of the night.
Well, see, if he pays for my date, he drives me around. In the back of her and Celeste's mind, she's like, please, Lord, don't let this nigga take me back to his house. I want to go home. Hopefully he don't kidnap me. That's why women, that's why y'all see now, women drive themselves. They don't trust that motherfucker. They don't know.
That's
This
true.
motherfucker might feed me. Now he expecting some pussy. So goddamn, I ain't know my pussy was goddamn $30.99. So shit, I better drive myself. I'm telling you, listen, bro. I had plenty of time today, all throughout last night and up to today, to watch nothing but the dating talking network. So the women are now being taught, hey, you better drive yourself, sis. You better get an Uber, sis. Don't let him pay for you, sis. If you pay for him, let him think he gonna get it. So that way you can make sure you get Celeste can get her meal and her 3 kids a meal, and make sure you put them in the car. Now you gotta tell the guy, don't bring the meal to the table, have them at the door to my Uber, and the meals can be right on the same time, and say, I gotta go to my grandma's house because she just died, and I probably won't be calling you back since COVID's coming. So that's literally the new game that the women are learning. And I gotta say, damn, y'all pieces of shit.
Well, and I also want to just add too, you know, at that point in time when I was doing all that crap too, I was really kind of pissed off at women. You know, I was mad, and I was hateful because I was tired of dealing with hateful women and this, that, and the other. And basically, I guess I was just dishing out to all these other new women the shit that was dished out to me. I didn't give a fuck where it went, really. You know, I was just trying to throw some of that back out into the female world. And
That sounds more like it.
And I understand that it wasn't right. I do. But, you know, it's just the way it was. I mean, my mom, she was worried that I wasn't ever going to be with another woman or get married or get serious or tie down, because I told her, I said, I'm done. I'm done with women. I'm done with these bitches. I'm tired of them. They all fucking scandalous. They always got fucking some other fucking agenda. They always fucking lying. They always out trying to fucking do somebody wrong. They can't, you know.
But you know, the thing about it is this, and thank you for your honesty on that. And yes, I feel that there's a lot of men and a lot of women being driven by hatred. Now, but on the flip side, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I take somebody out to eat, I'm damn sure gauging on whether I'm going to court. This is why I always talk about courting before dating. Courting before dating. That if we're just doing courting, I don't want to say we're going out to eat. I want to say, hey, can we just hang out? If I say I'm hanging out, I want people to listen specifically to the words hang out. Let's just go chill. There's no obligation in line. You feel me? Y'all get what I'm saying? There's no obligation.
Right.
Like, I owe you something, or hey, if I walk up to the goddamn clerk, you know, you looking there with puppy eyes, I'm like, you look cute, thank you, but I'm not buying you shit because we just hanging out. I get you might jump on your Twitter, Instagram, like, damn, this motherfucker. No. Just because you out with me, you're hanging out with me, that doesn't mean I'm looking at you like, damn, I just got a boner. We're gonna go in the bathroom for 5 minutes. Like, fuck out of here. Like, listen, I'm just chilling. I do have friends of the opposite sex that I can sit down and chill with. I don't feel no pressure. Just like I have, and I be in my own zone. But I think listening to the logic that is put out, if you buy her a meal, she's obligated to fuck you. If you are with this type of man, he needs to treasure you and see you as this sort of goddess. I'm gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. No, like those expectations have gotten y'all fucked up. Right now, it's talk out of desperation.
Now, see, for me, in the dating area, to think anybody's obligated to do anything for anything, I mean, that's just crazy, man. Honestly, the only time that I ever felt that a woman was obligated to let me get, in their pants was after I got married to my wife, because we made an agreement to each other. That doesn't mean she's going to be my little, bedroom vixen, personal, slut or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
I don't expect to be told no every time I ask you either. You know what I'm saying? There are some expectations there.
But see, that's what I be trying to tell them. This is why I try to tell you. That's not your girl or that's not your dude unless they claim you. Like, I mean, they claim, and see, you're on a goddamn rent to lease type of relationship. So they don't owe you shit. I hear Platt, you about to say something. Go ahead, Platt.
Huh?
No, was somebody wanted to say something? I didn't know.
Oh yeah, well I can say something, but
go ahead, Platt.
Basically, you guys made the comment about take a Uber or drive your own car. Look, women, if you're dealing with someone and they don't want to sleep with you, that's when that does matter. But the women, if they have intentions of sleeping with you, man, it's going to be pretty much an easy victory because decision has already been made, or they may be on the fence. If you say the right things, you present the right presence that she's looking for, you're probably going to score. But they're going to go home with you, and I'm not, that's the play. That's the way you get into, well, she went home with you, which meant, you can't of course you can't do that. But I'm just saying they'll probably go home with you. They'll probably spend the night with you, and you can be on the pursuit or the road of a potential, long-term or short, a good relationship. But all of this ducking and dodging and shit, that's not dating. Okay, take you out. Okay, you go. Okay, I'm done. Hey, I got to go to work tonight, so I'm gonna hop in my car and go home. Take you out again. Okay, I got something I got to do, but I get back at you. Take you out again. Well, I'm busy. So that's bullshit. That's not. You're getting played, and a lot of them guys in this space, they've been done like that, and they'll turn around and make a live or they'll make a comment thinking that falls on men like me, and that shit don't. I be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't have to cuss women out for what. I've had my share or my problems with them, yes, but I don't have to fucking cuss them out for what? Because I deal with the ones that fuck with me, and the ones who don't fuck with me, I don't deal with.
I agree.
No, I agree with that. Like, again, this expert now, one of the rigorous logics I'm seeing is coming from the baby making stands. This is that's why I'm pulling a lot of the logic from. The people who hurt you stands. You got fucked over. That the ain't shit baby daddy, or what? Pretty much, it's like a whole tragic background, super anti-hero story.
Oh man, the space is full of these type of chicks.
Right, and so when I hear. When I start listening to some of the women as they talk, I remember that one guy back at middle school that I liked him and I brought him a lollipop. And instead of him talking to me, he walked past me and talked to Celeste. And I never trusted females like her again. They're all the same. They're nothing but hoes. And I'd be like, God damn, fuck. Like, how long you been carrying this bitterment of vitriol or some shit? Like, middle school? The fuck? And then they'll tell you the next incident of the next person. Then the next person. Then they'll come on and say, but that one time I walked to Goodwill and this glorious white or Indian man done saved me. Because he said I look pretty. Then I knew, fuck these black men. Y'all need to go to this group. And I'm like, what the fuck? What got the story?
That's some
It was
dumbass
like-
shit.
It was like the one person at the gas station that said you look nice. Newsflash, truckers and military and all kinds of people. Listen, man, people who just are we live out nomadic. Listen, we are happy anything with a vagina walks by and we can say, "You want to fuck?" That's I'm just telling you the law of the land. Like I'm just trying to get some stress off to keep it pushing, so I don't blow my brains out. Like that's it. There ain't no magic. There is no magic. I'm sorry. We see desperate people and we take advantage of a desperate situation. It is what it is. That's just the laws of nature. Just like I know now, and I haven't talked about it, I'm going to ruin it for myself. Now the dating scene is older women are now dating down to younger men because they're more so impressionable and easier to cultivate.
Well, a lot of that has to do with also, they say that women's sexual prime is, in their 40s, whereas a man's sexual prime is in his, mid to late 20s, to where they, actually jive up in the bed a little bit better, I suppose.
Okay. What is this sexual prime mode? Like, what is the sexual prime mode? Like, maybe I missed it.
Well, like me, when I was in my 20s, I walked around with a constant boner, and that's all I thought about was, getting pussy. I go out with my homies, and we'd be at the bar, and I'd ditch them for the first, thing that walked past me that I could smell was in heat. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Say he could smell the hormones.
yes, I did. And that's just being real about it. Now that I'm in my 40s, yes, I still love having, sexual relations with my wife, but that isn't the first thing on my mind as soon as I wake up every day, or the last thing on my mind before I go to bed.
Now, the thing about it, I'm trying to understand this, but I'm not gonna lie. I had my horny phase in life. I had my horny phase in life where I was angry. I was flipping burgers, working at Sonic's, 725. I deserved. Let me tell you, in my mind, I'm gonna tell you what I deserve. I thought I deserved this. Every time I would see this girl working at Dunkin' Donuts and she looked like this, I was angry. I was like, how dare this Amazonian woman have a fat ass and walk in front of me and not bend over for me? I used to want to fuck her in my mind and shit. I be throwing ketchup packets at her car.
He got a banging ass though on her. Damn.
I was listen, bro. Like she would say hi to me, and I would go in the back and say, "How dare she, man?" I would beat off my meat, talking shit about her and stuff. Like I was just so angry. I was an angry person.
Having aggressive, angry masturbation sessions.
Yes. And the thing about it that pissed me off was that she was like, "No, I'm saving myself for Jesus." And I'm like, what the fuck? Jesus done been gone and left, woman. The fuck you save yourself for
Look,
Jesus? I'm here now.
you got to be it's competitive. All of this stuff, the date is not going to change. 50 years from now, it's going to be the same. You have to be competitive, and you have to be something that women want and men, and vice versa. It's not going to work, man. I'm saying, like, there's probably 30% of mankind, 30% of us, we're not going to mate. We're not going to mate unless we go out of our way, do something out of the box to make it happen. But the whole dynamic of a man and a woman hooking up, I can go into any nightclub right now. Well, with this COVID thing, but I'm saying I could go into any nightclub. It's going to be the women who are the 10s. They're going to get a lot of attention from the dudes who are probably the 9s or the 10s. The rest of the club, the 8s and the 7s and the 6s are going to be sitting down, drinking, looking at their phone. The dudes who are 7, 8s and 4s and 3s are going to be sitting in the corner. The majority of people is going to be sitting there. Only a small group, maybe 20%, are going to be dancing, actually, interacting with each other. Because those particular groups of people, they don't want to interact. They don't want to mate. They don't want to mate with each other. They want to mate with the 9s and the 10s and butter. And that seems to be the problem, because once again, like I said, when we have these conversations, we leave out the fact there are people who are actively dating, people who are married. I'm saying these people are interacting with each other every day. Yet here, you would think nobody's interacting with each other.
He does.
Well, no, we know things is going on behind the scenes. We know there's a lot of things going on in the space, so that can't be true.
Oh, niggas tricking and shit like that, all that stuff. I'm just saying, yeah, and they trying to hook up with each other, and they should, which that's a contradiction, because most of these guys say they don't even want to fuck with women, yet they're in the back chat or whatever trying to holler at the woman. I don't know, man. It's a lot of guys like that too. You're right. It's a lot of guys out here hypocrites. They'll say one thing and they do the exact opposite.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Aaron, saying something potent. And now I'm having flashbacks of Sonic. Going through a hard time right now. I'll probably go by right now. She's a manager at Dunkin' Donuts. I'll probably go by Dunkin' Donuts and drive to the drive-thru and stare at her angrily for a while and get my.
You trying to piss your wife off?
I'm trying to fight it, man. So let's
to have that hot big sex without pissing your wife off with another woman.
I think what the thing about it is, and what Platt is saying and what Era be saying. I think some people have not let go of that one person that mentally fucked them. So they hold everybody to that one person, Era, and literally that's why it's kind of like an abyss, because I don't feel no malice when I talk to any of y'all. Maybe Celeste, but
Wait, what? What do you mean?
But the rest of everybody else, I feel like they come from a space of love,
Right. I bring that spirit. I bring that spirit everywhere.
Now, Eric, why don't you listen to any of these elderly people or these coaches that can possibly lead you to finding the queen that you want? They can teach you and train you.
Come on, man. I'm a grown man. Can't nobody tell me anything or teach me anything. I'm already fully grown.
Facts.
I went to there was a CVS or whatever, Walgreens, whatever you guys call it, and checking out or whatever. Went up to the counter, very attractive woman, I guess she's in college or whatever, working there. Very attractive, as she was checking my stuff out. I've noticed her twice because you just go up and I said, she has a nice body on her. I said, and sure enough, as I started to look at her like that, I said, damn, this motherfucker fine. Sure enough, in the corner of my eye, there was old Mr. Boyfriend posted up right at her job, ducked out. He was right there. He sort of twisted his head, to the right, But there he was, and I'm like, and so that just once again, I said, look at that. I said, attractive women, you know, these dudes, they're interacting, attractive people. And I mean, I don't judge dudes, but the dude was in great shape, and he was up there, you know, at his girlfriend's job while she was doing her work, you know, job. He don't want to miss a lot of time from her, and he obviously he knows what he has, so he
Or he
wants to
doesn't
make sure
trust
he
her.
keeps it intact. So right there was a relationship right there in front of me where people are interacting. So a lot of these people problem ain't really got to do with the opposite sex. It's got to do with them. It's inside of them. They got to solve their internal problems so that they can socially interact and be something on the market that other people want.
It's confidence, man. You're right, Platinum. It's confidence, it's security in yourself. You know, knowing what you know.
Well, you know, he is right, but you know, like myself, I didn't have confidence until I was, you know, probably in my late 20s, early 30s. You know, that's one of them things that I had to learn as I grew as a man and went along. It isn't something that I was just blessed with right up off the rip.
Well, you know, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you that, like from school days and things like that, like your confidence is built up by women. Like we women and men build each other's confidences up, you know. And depending on as early as you get into women and dealing with them, you know, some people are late bloomers and things like that, but you build a certain confidence at some point if you were intent on doing that and being with women and dealing with them. So everybody didn't share the same passion and fire to intently get the job done.
Yeah, I wasn't a late bloomer. I was a retarded bloomer. You know, I mean, honestly, man, I was more when I was in school and shit, and the early 20s, I was more worried about partying, smoking weed, doing acid, playing guitar, and all that shit. I didn't give a crap about none of that stuff.
Yeah, see now you shouldn't have, well, I mean, it should have been a woman somewhere in between this with all of that.
Well, I had women that were friends, but you know, that's all it ever really was. You know, and I think
Yeah.
a lot of that might have been due to confidence, and a lot of that was, I think, was also because you know where I went to school, I was, I guess, one of the outcast kids. You know what I'm saying? I lived in a town that was had a lot of wealth. It was a small town. It was a German Catholic town. I was a kid that moved in from outside of town. You know, that was, you know, my mom was on welfare and all that shit. You know, and we were Baptist, so while they were going to fucking religion and mass, I was going. They said I was in a cult. I mean, that kind of. I think that kind of, you know, really kind of killed my self-esteem right off from the beginning. So I had to start building it as I became an adult.
Right. I feel you.
Now, one of the things about it, and I want to ask I want to ask Celeste, why in 2020 are y'all women still having these galactic conversations about colorism and shit, and doggone the apocalypse of if you go to another place, wherever the fuck that's at, I don't know where y'all going, but, you know, y'all can go wherever y'all want. I don't give a shit. But why do y'all think, you know, that hey, somehow people are not going to notice your black ass or notice y'all like is colorism really got y'all that bad? Like, and who's still teaching y'all this shit? Because I don't really hear nobody talking about it where I'm at. I really don't. So I'm
I
trying to hear
mean,
y'all.
yeah, like people don't really talk about it offline until the situation arises. But like, I think the reason why so many Black women have the colorism conversation online is because they kind of want to teach the younger generation. Two best friends who are you would call them like high yellow, right? So my two best friends, they when we went out, they only wanted to go to like urban places, like mostly Black places. They didn't really want to go to diverse places or places on the quote unquote white side of town. And like oh, like this same friend, she would only date like dark skinned Black guys. And you know, like we were having a conversation of like why didn't, because I don't really like going to hood clubs or anything like that. But we were having this conversation of why she didn't want to go to like the nice sushi bars and the wine bars and things like that. And she was just like, basically, she knows that she's not going to get as much attention there because it's not like really that many black guys there. It's mostly like, you know, white guys, Asian guys, Arabs, Hispanics. Like that's how it is in Houston. It's like really diverse, like all over town. And like when we have these type of conversations, it kind of makes everybody come to the realization that and it's not even just with colorism, like just preferences overall. Like we noticed that whenever we would go certain places, like the two high yellow girls mostly get most of the attention, and when we would go to like diverse places, the dark skin and the dark skin African girls would get most of the attention. And the thing is, like, me and most of my friends were married anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it's just like noticing those little things, you know, or like noticing like how it's really easy for them to get a job, like even though they have zero qualifications, and it's harder for the dark skinned one to get a job. Because for some reason people see dark skin on a woman as they automatically see it as aggressive, you know, like she can't, like, okay, my biracial friend, she can raise her voice and act as ghetto and ratchet as she wants to, and people are going to think it's cute and funny. But my dark skinned friend from the islands, she can't, you know, it's like she talks quiet like a mouse, and if she raises her voice a little bit, people are going to be like, oh, don't get ghetto with me, you know, like, because she's a restaurant manager, and she like raised her voice a little bit at somebody, and they were like, you know, she's getting ghetto with them, you know. And it's like it's little things like that that, you know, it's so subtle sometimes. And sometimes it's not so subtle. But or like we were talking about on like my friend Uppity Unicorn's panel like a few weeks ago about how colorism affected us when we were in school. And it affected me in school, like as in if I were getting into an argument or something with the light skinned girl, I would automatically be labeled as the aggressor, and I would get in trouble because I'm the darker skinned one. You see what I'm saying? It's just
Right.
things like that.
Okay. Now, okay, so let me show y'all something. But I believe all women are the same in some aspect. So we were able to go undercover. Shout out to my homie. And we found out where a lot of these women like to go. They like to go and dance and have a good time at a restaurant and eat and throw napkins and shit and work and have a good time. So y'all can go there. Platt, I'm pretty sure you would have a good time getting your freak on at that club. I mean, honestly, look at that, brother. He having a good time. These women are having a good time. There's a white woman that just walked by. Everybody having a good time there. This is probably one of the places where Celeste and her friends go hang out at. And they throw napkins all on these women. There's not a better place to go. And look at that white woman. She's just sitting there like, Lord have mercy. Where am I at? Like, this is the greatest place ever.
I like twerking though.
I like twerking. Look at them all having a good time.
You get a gratuitous, you know, pornographic type, you know, imagery. So I mean, I don't have a problem with that. You want to do it?
Yeah, see, that's the type of place my biracial friend would like to go.
Oh, so she
But they turned up. They turned up. It's just like going to party with hood dudes. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be funny. They're gonna show you attention. They're gonna be. It's more of a turn up.
The skirt's gonna creep up.
Mm-hmm. Now, question. Now, I already know in certain channels or certain places. Now, to me, I don't care. I wouldn't care about this because, not saying I probably would go to have fun. I'm being honest. I would probably go have fun. Like a nice place, nice venue, and everybody's there just having a good time. But I know deep down inside, some people are going to be saying some stuff like they're ratchet, they this and that and all that stuff. I look at it as they're going there to have a good time, and they're just like, you know, fuck it, y'all gonna say one thing about it, we might just go ahead and just say fuck it, be that. I don't think nobody gives a shit. I just
It'd
think
be a
they go over there.
Yeah,
doing
when
it.
you
I mean, it's a designated twerking venue. What can you say about that? It's designated
Oh,
for that purpose.
EMP.
oh,
Hey, brother. Can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Hey, I just want to get on here real quick. Didn't want to interrupt your guys' discussion. I got to take off. A buddy of mine got a hold of me because one of his friends come up missing, so I got to run to Ohio and help him find him.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, bro.
Oh,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
All right, but while I'm on my way, I might see if I'm taking the wife's cell with me. I might still listen to the conversation, but I don't know if I'll be able to get in on the conversation. All right, but I just didn't want to bounce out without saying, hey, I enjoyed having the discussion I did with everybody. Era and Platinum, you guys got a lot of wisdom and knowledge in you, you know.
Okay, bro.
thank you, bro. Thank you.
And hopefully some of these young cats will listen to you guys. You know what I'm saying?
They will.
You should join my panel sometimes, man.
What,
We need your energy over there.
Oh yeah, he would
what's
enjoy
your
it.
YouTube channel, Plat?
He
or
would
Era?
enjoy that.
I tell you, Trailer my dog, man. Like, he be just kind of breaking down the ice narrative that we put out there. What's up? But like I said, Trailer, I'm gonna show him around all these places. But me and him would just be sitting here, just really, they believe that, and I'd be like, yes, Trailer. This is what they talking about. This is what they
Look,
talking about.
me and him have opened each other's eyes up about a lot of things.
Yeah, he just showed me
realize
some
about the other races. Honestly,
Yeah, trust and
Yeah,
believe that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like for him if it was possible. No, sometimes some of the guys, do have strong opinions about that topic of race or whatever, and I'd like to have his energy over there. But I mean, if
I
it can
got
happen.
no. I got
I have no problem, man.
I got you.
Well, all you have to do is to subscribe to the channel, and and if
What's
you're,
your channel?
if you're listening, you'll see what I'm talking about.
I'll pull it up for you right now. Platt, you already got your channel. You can drop it in there. It's Platinum Elite. Don't worry. I plan on Celeste. She's gonna be having a channel before the end of this week, but she needs to stop playing. We'll
Before the
be
end of the week.
By the end of this week, your channel will be finished. So
Yeah, well, I wanted to talk. Do you read your email, Celeste?
she don't read shit.
I check it seldomly. I will check it again.
Which one you check? Your IG or your email? Which one you check first?
I check both. I really check
That's
both
a
of them, really.
dummy IG you got, right?
She needs to stop being at that goddamn club with them her friends and shit.
Working. Can't
But
you
yeah,
stop working?
I will gladly subscribe to your channel. You know what I'm saying, and have no problem getting on there and commenting on the chat, and if you want to have discussion, getting on there and having discussion with you and whatnot. Honestly.
It's respectful, and it's just good conversation, bro.
And that's what I'm about. I like having respectful adult dialogue with people. I'm done with all this arguing shit the kids do.
Hey, Platt, your last show was amazing. The one that we did last time. Man. That show was amazing.
You should have seen what I did tonight.
Tired out. You was like, my spirit was Drake.
I don't understand why I keep being labeled a black man hater. Like I really don't get it.
Chewy, you get it. Celeste, you get it.
Like you good, Celeste.
I don't, because I don't say anything hateful about black men.
You real slick. Yes, you do. You real slick with it all the time, man.
BMT.
All the time,
BMT, have I said anything hateful about black men since you know me?
No, I really listen, man. She really do. You know the thing about it is, it's that cut of seeing the world for what it is, and you just say it. Like, I don't think the thing about it, Celeste. You don't have a filter. You don't really have a filter to stuff. It's like, and I think that's why I fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Platt first popped into the scene, and everybody didn't know how to gauge him because he just talked as a man. Like the four of y'all here, the three of us here now, there's not really much of a filter. I remember when people sound Era Black, like you should go to this old guy, listen to him, or you should do that. And Era like, get the fuck out of here. I ain't going to this motherfucker. Like, but Era,
I like Era Black because he's open minded. Like he'll even listen to like the Swirl and Divested channels just to like hear their point of view. Like he's really open minded. He's not closed minded at all.
Right. But like I said,
thank you.
I think the thing about it is, we're seeing in this time of there. Oh, I can't with that title. These crazy motherfuckers. Oh, I can't, man.
What?
Goddamn. I'm gonna have to sober up, man. Goddamn. My goddamn brother, older brother. Goddamn.
Who is that?
Man, fucking Dark Side himself from Doom Planet come here with antimatter. Like I said, no. The thing about it is this: we have it where some individuals see the bullshit for it is, and when we're trying to tell you it is for what it is, people get angry, or people say you hate this, you hate that. Like
Yes.
I hate a lot. Like I ain't gonna lie, a lot of these men and women on YouTube, I hate them. I do. I do. I don't hate them. I hate the shit that they try to propagate and push out because I know it's like they're walking you into a half narrative of bullshit. You feel me? Like you're not telling them fully everything. Like they'll tell them to get into that situation, but you don't tell them the exit plan or what the criteria. And I sat on a few platforms with some dating coaches and with some people of game or with some females and men and shit. And when I start asking certain questions, they're like, "Oh shit." They like to skip over me and talk to the dumb sheep in the church
Yes.
because I'm gonna ask them questions and they'll be like, "Oh shit." So this motherfucker actually is that person I'm talking about. But you know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna talk something, you run into that same energy and they ask you the question, now you're backed into a corner. And after a while, now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to finally shut the fuck up. Because honestly, it's not gonna make no propagated sense. Because you know what? Let them live in their blissful ignorance. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're joined here by Manosphere Red Robin. The devil himself. Go ahead. Devil himself. Manosphere, are you there? When he gets his signal. We also join Mo. You are on mute.
That's
You are on.
MOT's avatar.
That is MOT's avatar. The devil himself will be back. The devil himself. And the thing about it is, MOT. A lot of people. I remember a lot of people say you should go say something to MOT and check out. I said, why? I understand why he says what he says. I do. He talks about family. He has a standard of what he wants. Like men and women should have a standard of what they require. You understand what I'm saying? You should have a standard of what you require of your home and of your lifestyle. I don't feel like there's no shame in doing it. I have a fucking standard. You know what I'm saying? When I come in my house, you know what I'm saying? Listen, take your fucking shoes off. Don't be tucking that fucking dirt around my house. You know what I'm saying? I got some slide-on shoes for people. Now, if you girls got fucked up feet, keep your shoes on. I want you nasty feet around my fucking house. But, you know, I have certain criteria standards. And the thing about it is they're meeting people with non-standards, and it's like they're trying to tell Platt a game plan that they know is not going to work. But they want to see if he's going to try it. And if he fails, come back and I'll show you game plan 2. And after you try that again, then I'm going to show you game plan 3 and 4. Eric Black already bought game plan 20, so he'll keep coming back. I'm never going to tell you the full scope of everything. I want you to keep coming back. You know, I've never seen a success story yet in this motherfucker. I've yet seen a success story yet.
I agree. Like, I feel the same way about a lot of these, like, red pill coaching channels and even, like, these femininity and hypergamy channels that are popping up everywhere. I'm like, are you serious? Like, this is stuff I knew when I was in middle school. Like, how can you not know this as a grown woman? And it's like they're saying the most basic things, or they're saying things that are just totally delusional and unrealistic. Like, it's just so ridiculous. And the fact that so many people fall for it, Like all you need to do is put on some lipstick and a dress and put on a good weave and all the women will listen to you. And all you have to do is put on a suit and have some, a nice background and all the guys will listen to you. Like it's just ridiculous. Like I don't get it. And it's like the people who actually do have solid good advice to give, nobody wants to listen to them because they aren't tickling their ears and telling them exactly what they want to hear. Like a lot of people, they don't want to change and they don't want to put in the work to do what they have to do to get the results that they want.
The show that
Facts.
we were a part of, right? That show
Mhm.
we did, right? I got a lot of emails, a lot of people like that show. And if you notice, even there was like 14 people up there, some of those people had actually nothing to contribute.
Mm.
They were just problems. And what I'm saying is like our society or whatever, it's just like the dating game. It's like, this dating coaches thing. There are guys out there who are dating coaches, they don't have anything to contribute. Like you were saying, juvenile content, stuff you should have learned when you were in high school or whatever, your first girlfriend. Yet, because they cam up or whatever, they look a certain kind of way, it works for them. And people buy into it.
They got the look. They talking the
but
right
they're
talk.
buying. But they're buying in the image. I pay guys, but like, look, if you could come in this place, and if you could pull any one of these women in this fucking place, you can go on camera. All these dudes are lying about their experiences. Okay, so how do you have Drake, Lil Wayne, all these motherfuckers who go into DMs of actual not that great looking chicks and getting turned down, but all these dudes with game claim that they got this shit under control.
Mm.
It's fraud. It's fraud. It's fraud. That's what it is.
You know what I think they're doing? I think they're taking their donations and spending it on escorts. To be
Uh-oh.
honest.
And they don't the celebrities really don't get turned down that much though.
Oh my god.
Wayne and no, Chris Brown. I've seen Chris Brown on so many IG pages.
And I've seen Chris Brown get turned down and get the fucking turned.
Wait.
And guess what? Them women make it public when they do, and it boosts their credibility when they do that type of stuff.
But nobody's 100% MOT.
Yeah, but you have to realize that the actual idea, like me, I'm against it. I'm against it for a whole bunch of reasons. Because the people who are teaching from the perspective of it never go out and show the field work of it from beginning to end. Nobody has. AMS have it. Actually, there's an AMS site with his real name and his face showing him getting turned down by women. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I actually know him, but you couldn't be against what Chris Brown and these celebrities are doing because they are tricking.
I don't care about that.
But I'm saying
don't.
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying you support the process.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what they're doing.
But see, now you have to be honest. They have the status to where they don't even have to trick.
And they still do it anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Because because here's the thing. At the end of the day, if women have OnlyFans accounts and we ain't got these male feminists on the panel who support all this game shit, because all game is the woman running the environment with the man's control. Kinda.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it.
Okay.
You just
Let me-
threw me all off.
Yeah,
Let me-
don't listen to this.
Let me explain it again. Women run the environment, but the male acts as the attack dog for the environment in the wide open. But they got soft nigga voice running in the background. They'll do anything for pussy. The dudes who claim that they have this so-called high hoe IQ out here, they'll do anything for pussy. They'll do anything for the look, the silhouette of a woman. It does not matter how she looks. It
That's
doesn't.
any man.
But
What are you
wait a minute,
talking about?
hold on. But pay
That's
for
just
it.
having drive.
But pay for it. No, I'm just saying they won't pay for it. And the other guys
Yeah, because I don't respect
who won't go
within
the
this
other way, they
environment.
pay for it. So I don't.
Oh,
So I have
okay.
to agree with you. No,
You are
we agree.
You are paying for it with time.
Women are winning. Women are winning
Of course
because
they are.
one guy gets to talk to them and make them feel good and comfort them, and the other guy gets to pay all their bills. So at the end of the day, we're on the same page. They're winning.
So then why they complaining so much?
Because
Well,
they want
I
more
don't know.
and
well,
more and
well,
more.
well. Here's the thing.
That's
Once
why.
you have market dominance, like women have sexual dominance within the work environment. Like once you have 1 out of 10s who have 3 and 4 kids, you can't teach anything else to that culture. Nothing you can teach to that culture. If the ugliest of women are having kids pumped into them, something is wrong with that culture. It's supposed to be an actual detriment to be a fat, ugly 1 out of 10. It's supposed to be damaging to a woman.
So
Like,
women,
okay,
so those women.
So you can't
shouldn't
handle
mate?
all this freedom out here, MOT.
No, I'm saying those women shouldn't mate.
freedom of what?
I'm saying from you're saying from a
See,
from
this
a
is what I
collective
said.
standpoint.
We
From
walked
a,
right into it.
Wait,
He walked right into it.
No, I'm saying
no. What
Go
did I
ahead.
walk into?
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Platinum.
let me finish.
Explain why
Oh,
1 out of 10 should
okay.
have kids. Please. Please go ahead and explain.
You say
no,
explain
I
why they
want you to
shouldn't
tell
have
me
kids?
why a woman who's what you said fat and unattractive,
Oh,
where you're saying collectively the community should say she's not allowed to mate and have children.
yes,
That's what you're saying?
yes. In most societies, if you're the bottom women of society, you don't get as much dick as they do within this one.
Okay, but I'm saying okay, so you're saying that. But I'm saying,
Yeah,
look,
you don't
say
even
that
believe
stuff.
it,
I don't
MOT.
agree. First of all,
You
I
don't
agree
even.
with that.
No,
That's
he
not
doesn't
gonna
even
work.
believe
Hey,
it. He
Yeah,
does
that's
not even believe it.
listen. I'm not a male feminist, so I'm not going to
Wait a
defend
minute,
women
who's the
at
guy?
all.
Who's the guy? What we just saw the rapper Lil Baby. I think he's
Oh, little
4 or
baby.
5. He's 4 million, whatever. He just cheated on his surgically enhanced sweetheart for
Oh, I don't
Atlanta
care
hood
about
for
guys like
Atlanta
that.
hood rap.
I don't care about guys like that.
And he's
They're
a trick
non-human
too.
to
But
me.
he's a trick.
No,
But
no, 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 no.
and he
Those
gave
guys
us
are non-human to me.
16, and he
No,
gave
no,
us
no, no.
$16,000.
Those rap guys are non-human.
Oh, rap
to
guys don't count. Okay.
me. Non-human.
What about the sports guys? Do we eliminate them too?
I don't really know. You have
They
to
do
be
the
able
same
to.
thing.
Well, you have to give me which
I'm
sports.
sorry, but the rap guys are just regular hood guys who got money.
And those are sports guys.
Yeah, they're just regular hood guys who got
And
money.
again,
What's
Okay,
the
so
only
then
difference
MLK,
is the money. The
when
mindset is
you
the
suffer
same.
from T-Mud, this is how women talk. Too much unearned dick. This is how you talk about men within society.
Too much
Now,
what?
T-Mud.
Now we have it where
Wait. I want to know
you
what that
have these
means.
women for whatever reason. You got women with, I guess, no legs, amputees. Oh, Lord have mercy. They're joining the race to be top.
Oh wow.
So
that woman's on the table.
that woman got. How you gonna get on the table? She ain't got no legs.
She get fucked. I bet she got a baby.
Of course you guys. Black men have been starved out within this work
I don't know if
environment.
it's a black
They'll
guy
fuck
who did it,
anything that move, and that is the
somebody
women's
fucked
fault.
her. Why would you put it on black men? I bet you somebody's fucked her.
That woman is hopping out of that wheelchair, hopping all over that thing.
I actually
whenever
follow a
possible.
few couples that are interabled. Like one person is physically disabled and the other person is.
Interabled?
Mhm.
That's
All
a
right,
new
That's the
level.
thing. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, they
a
rely on each
disability
other.
advocate, so I follow people like that.
Okay.
So would you get with a guy with no legs, no arm, half a face, and eat him and carry him on your back?
Come on now, that's not ideal.
No, I think
Nobody.
that's like way.
Oh no, that's
All right.
interable.
No, I mean, but the able is it's like the arm or the legs, man. Like the half a face is like going a little bit too far.
Shit, you better watch the
Maybe.
YouTube
I
strip
mean-
pole videos.
If they're cute, man, somebody gonna fuck them. I don't care if they have no feet, no arms. You want me to show you one right now?
No.
No platinum. No
Okay, I can show
platinum.
you one right now that's gonna blow your
platinum.
mind. Now, let me go find it.
Nope. I don't even want to know they exist. Nope.
Nah, you'd be surprised.
Look at him. No. I don't want to be surprised.
Look, he's searching something right now.
No,
Yeah,
I
he
got
knows.
downloaded. I had
He
seen it.
knows.
The shit was scary, so I didn't really want to look at it. But since the topic came up, yeah, I don't like that shit on my computer.
Whatever.
He want to share. He want to share it with us, though. He want to share it with us.
Nah, she's got one fucking leg, and it's
Your
See,
ass
That's
got
the
a
type of
full
stuff that I
hard
have the
drive full of
FBI
women
looking
like
at
this.
your computer.
No, I don't.
Man. The
That's the type of
motherfucker
stuff
got
that'll get you
bugs and shit
taxed.
all over your computer. They ready to kick the door in.
For real.
Where was he at? Where was he at?
Oh my goodness. Mm.
I
But
got
you know what?
Motherfucker.
Everybody, disabled people deserve love too. Like
Yeah, they
that
do.
I
was
never said they didn't.
that was
I,
an issue that
I,
we've been
I
having
never
for a
said they
long
didn't.
time because because the thing is like they usually have to go to escorts to be able to be intimate with somebody because there's such a stigma against people with just not even mental disabilities but physical disabilities alone. Like a lot of people can't look past that. Not
They're
knowing that
elitists. They're
anything.
elitists.
Wow.
Shut up.
They're elitists. They got their own special thing going on. Like
I
they're
tell you
elitists.
right
But see, they
now.
don't because the body
One,
positivity movement was supposed to be about them, and instead, fat
oh
chicks took it
no.
over.
No, I mean no. The body positivity movement was about huge motherfucking women. It was not
No,
about disability
it
people.
was about disabled people, but fat chicks took it
Oh,
over.
Come on
like
down to the hood. Come on down to the hood.
Now,
Snatch you
now,
up. Snatch you
now,
up. Snatch
okay.
you up,
So
somebody.
MOT,
okay. So what
how
you?
do how do
Go
you
ahead.
explain this, MOT? How do you explain this? Me, my husband, my baby daddy, and our baby. Merry Christmas. Her, she got her husband, her baby daddy. I think that is her husband holding the baby, and I don't know but
Yeah. Yeah.
this,
I
this is our,
understand it.
Wait,
What
what?
city and state is this in? What city and state is this in?
Please don't let that be Houston. Please don't let it be Houston.
that's
Yeah,
most
I
likely.
guarantee you. No, I mean, but you know it's in the
That's the
South.
South. That's the South. That's the South.
At minimum. I mean, because here's the thing about women in the South, and this is why I didn't give a fuck about what Kevin Samuel said to that girl or whatever. She's in the Carolinas. She knows that on average, her body type is far more desirable than like 90% of the women that live in that fucking area. This is why her head is fucked up. This is why she's in the situation that she's in because she suffered from T-Mud. Too much unearned dick. Fucked her head up. Think that
My
she
goodness,
could
there's
just
no
get her.
such.
It is.
Okay.
No. Listen, I agree with MOT. Like, listen, y'all don't y'all thinking that woman ain't getting no play. She is. She just.
That
listen,
woman's
all right.
getting major
We know
play.
that.
I'm
It
sorry.
wasn't
She
about
just
play.
ain't
It was
getting.
not about play. It was about her leveling up with a black man.
Correct.
100,000 or more.
I'm
So
trying to
we know
understand.
she got
Quality.
plenty of play, and she can get any other race or whatever the case. It was
I
about
know.
getting with a
So
black
she's
man.
talking to a guy who recently just hit 6 figures on how to get a 6-figure guy. Hoes are so damn dumb. Okay, all right. Do what you
But
do.
I'm still not understanding the concept of T-Mud. How please explain that to me. Please explain that to me because I do not understand it.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. All right.
Because
In Black
nobody's out
America,
here really paying for it like they would for
right.
team up, if that's what you want to say.
No.
Ain't nobody out here paying.
T-Mud. Too much unearned dick. This is how, when they see their homegirls who are 1 out of 10 with 3 or 4 kids and how they have this fucking attitude toward men within the environment, the shit spreads to every other woman within the environment. When this girl who started the Me Too movement ended up getting the fucking ring, none of
yeah.
these women thought that they can fucking retire. Why? She got a ring at 52 years old and looking like Barney.
Same thing with Gabby though. Same thing with
Yeah.
Gabby. Same thing. So there's no excuse for any woman out here. They don't set the bar.
So-
They don't set the bar too high.
I don't know why some dudes were mad that she got married. That white boy married her, was going to marry her. I said that dude took one for the team. Thank you. Thank you, black guy.
No.
Here we go.
Men understand things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like men understand that, but women can't see that. Look, the bar is high now. What's your excuse?
Yeah, so like
I'm still trying to wrap my head around how he
around too
thinks
much
that
unearned dick.
that T-Mud that is actually
Can
like
I explain
what?
it to her?
We'll send you the books to lesson. You can read over it.
Can
Yeah,
I try for a little bit?
Send me the brochure because I'm not getting this.
MOT, you gonna have to write that book.
Well, you're not making any sense.
It doesn't make any sense to me because it's not a valuable commodity. Like who
Because
values
all
that?
dick is earned. So all dick is
No,
considered earned.
it's not earned because men just throw it to anybody who will catch it. It's
Okay.
not.
Whoa. Women select the man that they want to sleep with.
Wait. She just said it herself that the dick is unearned. So what happens when you have multitudes of dick that is unearned that is thrown in your direction? And
But it has to be
get that.
valuable to be earned. It has to have value.
You
Y'all
said it
do.
don't
Y'all
have
do
value.
value it. Every time y'all select a man, y'all value it.
No, that's not the case.
I'm
Women
so glad that
value.
this is a cultural issue.
Maybe it is a
You
culture
just,
thing
I
because
think she just said it, but she not
Yeah, she
getting
did.
it.
Yeah.
It's
She
basically
literally explained what the definition was without even knowing that she did it.
okay. So are you saying that? Are you saying that it is valuable? It does have value. Is that what you think?
No.
no.
What I'm saying is there's so much of it. You already just said it. What you're saying is there's so much of it on the market that it's offered to you so often you don't even value it because there's so much of it that's offered versus what you're willing to take in. This is why it's too much unearned, and especially how y'all repress men within the environment so that way they have lunch lady sex drives and they'll fuck anything that moves. This is also y'all fault too.
No.
Why you have to bring a
because
lunch lady into it?
no, okay, you got somebody that look worse than the lunch lady.
Hey, the lunch lady getting loving too. The lunch lady getting loving too.
Of course,
Yeah.
this nigga's a fuck anything that moves. I'm telling you, enough
Yep.
chromosomes to be a woman doesn't matter. Mustache, niggas do anything. But I'm just
He
saying.
said enough chromosomes.
Yes.
MOT do attractive women have power
Where? Here?
to men?
I don't think that they have any power at all. It depends on what culture of a man. Like if we talking about bitch ass niggas, oh yes, they have a lot of power among bitch ass niggas.
Okay, so you would dub guys who think women are attractive as bitch ass niggas?
No, I think I would aspire men who do nothing but take the woman's side on shit as the level of masculinity to be bitch ass niggas.
Okay.
And try to rationalize the
MOT.
way women act within the environment as bitch ass niggas. That's what I would do.
Now,
This is a holiday season. Normally the beta. This is beta time.
now, hold on, guys. I got a
What are
question.
you talking about?
Now, with all the stuff going on, do y'all see this might have to be the future of a lot of men? That they're going to be, hey, I got me a piece, and
absolutely not.
We got a dog, we got a baby. Yes, that nigga come by and bangs out her box. You know.
Nope. This is why you do SYSBM and just go after fresher women with a better culture, who you can be able to hand off to her family.
What better cultures?
Yeah, sure.
What about the guys?
Because I keep hearing about these better cultures.
What about the guys who are not struggling here? Should they do it?
Sure. Everybody should.
No, because they don't have a problem here.
Every man should put most women within this local environment out of business. All of them.
That's up to women. Is that up to women?
No,
it's
it's not up to women. It's up to men whether or not they want to interact with the women here locally. Like the younger guys have it under control to where they're leaving most attractive looking black women, even at a younger age alone. So the younger women are getting it.
No, you
believe
that?
Yes.
Y'all believe everything y'all see on YouTube. Look, here's the thing.
I'm not seeing this on YouTube.
These other cultures that y'all are pegging to be quote unquote better, flying to these third world countries and these societies that other men have built, these societies that other men have cultivated.
I'm so glad for them.
What makes you think that they're just gonna let you come in and swoop up their women like that? Even though the women in a lot of those countries have a high single motherhood rate, they have a high prostitution rate, but they're better.
You've been listening to Ramil Amir, haven't you?
We ain't looking for them. We're not looking for the prostitutes and the baby mothers of other cultures.
But you never know.
This is the
assumption. No, we know.
This is the assumption.
We'll find out.
Because I used to work with Filipino women. I know how it is.
Not all women over there have that anywhere.
MOT.
Go ahead.
I have a question for you. You seem like a very smart guy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I didn't know that much about you and stuff, that you was, you know, financially stable and stuff, and more power to you. But why do you use so many insults in your conversation? How can you have a conversation if you're just going to insult people?
Towards who?
Just you constantly. It's constantly.
What did I say?
Insults.
What did I say? That's insults.
Bitch ass niggas. T-Mud.
Yes.
I mean, how do you expect to have a conversation if you're going to just insult people?
I don't think that's an insult at all.
Oh, okay. So if I said niggas who got to go overseas to get bitches is bitch-made niggas, that's not an insult?
I wouldn't even care.
No, I got you.
Yeah,
proceed. My fault.
Yeah,
hey, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen.
Oh my goodness.
It's for you, MOT. This is specifically for you. You ready? Can you see it?
Hold on a second. I'm going to my phone. Yeah, what's this? What's going on?
Oh,
He don't even know what's going on.
She got she got 2 feet on 1 foot, 1 foot short than the other, no arms.
How's she doing it?
But there she is. But hey, she's got a boyfriend.
Uh-uh.
Me and my girlfriend.
Hell up, he got that 1 thigh, but he fucking it.
Okay.
Down the ride to the very end.
Now, ask yourself, what type of man would know that this type of stuff existed? I didn't.
What do you mean type of stuff existed?
It's on YouTube.
No, I mean,
I
what
just
type of
assumed
man
it
would
existed,
purposefully
but I don't want to look at it.
would purposefully go through multiple videos
so
to just decide on one?
This woman,
That's
right?
a good point. Why would you seek this out?
Yeah,
because he was talking
That's
about
flat. Mine is platinum.
Okay, this is my point. This woman is sexually active. She has a relationship and everything. She's disabled.
How do you know
Right?
that? How do you know that?
It's on her page.
And more importantly, why would you care?
Oh no, we're making a point. Which I'm just trying to show a point here.
Why are you making her point for her? Like, this is what I'm saying.
Who, her? What's wrong with her living her life?
Why are you her spokesperson right now?
How am I supposed? Bruh.
Are you banging that type of chick, Platinum? That's what I want to know. Because you keep showing these things.
My point was, you guys were saying that somehow these women were not, getting action and all of that. And I'm saying that they get action, believe it or not. So if women like
every woman gets action. Every woman gets action.
That's the point. That's the point.
He said these ugly women in the black community get all this T-mud they don't deserve. And I said, well, man, women who they're gonna get action. And then
you brought
up this disabled. I said, even that's not gonna stop a dude from fucking on him. And sure enough, that woman is over in India somewhere, but she's getting fucked on. So
anything with a coochie. Anything with a coochie.
Any vagina can be fucked. We know that.
Anything with any vagina.
That's not news.
So that debunks the whole concept of T-mud.
It does not. It does
Actually,
not.
No, it don't.
Because even if she can get dick, then the value of dick means nothing. People have to be left out.
If the value of it is nothing, you know what? I can't. I feel
I
like
can be valuable, but it has no value.
It's MOT philosophy.
Yeah, man.
A lot
change the
of
rules as you go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, T-mud. It's T-mud. It makes so much sense to me.
Yeah, I get
Where
it.
that fall
I get
under
what he's saying.
Dick sniffing because you worried about other dudes' dicks.
Dick sniffing? What are you
Yeah, T-Mud would be dick sniffing because you're sniffing dudes' dicks because you.
What are you talking about?
Who other guys are fucking?
About?
He said he just proved colorism doesn't exist.
Colorism is some crazy ass shit, man. Like, I don't fuck with the
colorism does exist, and you know why it exists for black men too. And let me tell you why, because I made this point like a couple of weeks ago, and nobody could refute it. If colorism didn't exist, why is it that you don't see all these videos of light-skinned black men getting choked out and getting shot by the cops? It's always dark-skinned men.
Okay.
Because
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. As a person who was a police officer, I can tell you why.
Finish because
you're the expert over me who was in the field.
No, you can finish when I'm done. You can talk when I'm done. But it's because the world views dark skin as aggressive. They view it as dangerous. That's why you see. Yes, that's exactly why. That's
Miss,
exactly
And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
Miss, wait. Let me
it's
let
the
me
fault
explain
of
to you.
white supremacy.
Oh,
No, no.
okay.
Let me
Thank you.
explain to you why it's such a problem, and this is how you fix it. If you pull your weapon out for any reason, we're gonna lock your ass up in prison forever. If you say something on a post online agreeing with the shit, we're gonna lock your motherfucking ass up forever. That's how you fix this shit. Because the police don't have a
You didn't
problem with
refute
the
my
train.
point.
I'm getting to refute your point.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're
The,
just taking a long time to get to the point.
yes, ma'am. The problem is that all police have the same training. It's the application of force that needs to be policed. They view light-skinned men as partially white, so they wouldn't treat them as they would treat a dark-skinned man. So,
Oh,
yes, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day,
okay.
it's still an individual choice for what police officer, because most police officers are fucking cowards and they shouldn't be out there. Period. Because if you want to pull your gun out in XYZ situation, you're gonna have to prove to me that you would do it to a white woman, a white man, a
Okay.
Latino man, and everything else. And I guarantee you, if you take it through all of the actual circumstances, they chose to do this because exactly what you said. He was a dark skinned man and he was going to get away with this shit because it's most likely because it's all about jury selection. Jury selection is
So,
based. Wait, hold on. Jury selection is based on if you live in your house for 5 years or more in most jurisdictions. Black people move within 2 years, so they know a 5 year jurisdictional period, you're going to clean out most black people from being on juries, right? So if they have the jury system down, the police officer knows on average that the prosecutor is not even going to bring charges in most cases. That's why they kill black men, because they know they're going to fucking get away with it. However, if you turn it over to the United States military, if the police were under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, they would do that shit one fucking time, and they would get the message that they're going to be punished every single time that they shot somebody.
okay,
They do it on purpose.
you just
My poor
reiterated what I
dark-skinned black
said
men.
and
You
used
see
a whole
that? You
bunch
see
of
that
word
dark skinned brother?
salad.
We got a picture of Arab Black with his queen right here. Arab Black with his queen. And
So,
now,
it's not a colorism issue. It's more of a
he
race
looked like
issue than
so.
a
No,
colorism.
it's definitely colorism when it comes to the police. The police are not as afraid of a light-skinned black man as they are a dark-skinned
Correct.
black man.
I know. I mean, you
So
just
you
proved
didn't
my
have to
point.
use all that word salad. You could have just agreed with me.
No.
But you have to be in opposition, don't you?
It's not that all the way. I'm explaining
Yeah, and the
why
jury
they should
selection.
be brought
They're
up.
not thinking about jury selection when they see a
Yes,
big
they
black
are. Think
man.
about. Listen. They're not afraid of those people. They just shoot because there are no
Oh,
consequences.
they're afraid. They're
They're
afraid.
not afraid. I guarantee you, they're not afraid.
They are afraid. I'm telling
They're
you.
not. They're not, miss.
I have law enforcement in my family. They are afraid
They
of black
know
men.
that there are no consequences for their actions.
Okay.
They
Is
shoot
she
somebody
light?
who
Is
black.
she light skinned? She's light skinned. Is she? Wait, or is she dark brown
Who?
skin? What is she? This one right here. Now, what do you think of? What do y'all think of this? This is a guy right here, dark skinned dude. He got this girl, and literally, I think he got on his knee. He dropping to marry her. You know what I'm saying? Do you think this is a good deal for him in 2020 or no? What do
What
y'all think?
happened? What
Yeah.
happened?
I mean, why not? She's beautiful.
How old are
I
they?
mean, if they like each other, yeah. Why not?
Okay. All right. So married. But we have some people that say, listen, don't get married, stay out there in the world, and fuck till you die. And
Well.
what's your
I
thought?
mean, I for me personally,
it's your right to choose. Your right to choose.
For me, personally, it's a cultural thing. I don't think most women in this environment can be trusted with the idea of marriage at all. I think that that choice should be for divorce, and walking away from a relationship should have a hellified amount of consequences with it. This is why I choose other cultures to deal with, because of their culture differently, their family and all types of other things, and they don't just walk out of relationships on average. And it's very easy to take them back to their country and get them tuned up. Get like a new service pack,
I
installed.
mean, once again, we're relying on finding wives from cultures and societies that other men have built. If
I
black
know.
men
I
were to
know.
go to these
Other
if
men have
black
built this
men,
culture
yes,
too. I
let me
didn't.
finish.
I didn't build this culture.
If black men were to go to these other cultures in droves and bring their current Western Americanized values over there, they would destroy that culture as it
No, we
stands
wouldn't.
today.
No, we wouldn't.
Yes, they
no.
would, because you know
We would
why?
be considered a minority group wherever
You
we went.
you
It's
you
not
make
even. It's not even that many upwardly
No,
mobile
because
black
here's the
men who
thing.
can travel anyway.
Yes, but I'm saying, listen, I said
It's
in
not even that
droves.
many.
Do you not understand what
What
in
is
droves means?
what is Western black men's American culture? What is their culture? What is their Westernized culture?
I mean, what do we see? What do we see in the streets? What do we
She
see on
is
TV?
protecting her tea
Are
mud.
black men not
Don't want
known
her
to be
tea
the
mud
best
to leak.
fathers?
Yeah.
I had a good black father. I have a good black father-in-law, a good black husband as a father, but I cannot say the same thing for the people that I grew up with and the people that I've worked with and gone to school with.
Okay.
And when I go back and to the neighborhood I grew up in, I see a lot of fatherless homes. So
Who chose that? Who chose
one
that?
thing that a lot of people don't want to own up to is the fact that a lot of these guys, when they go to these other countries and they sleep with these women and impregnate them, they leave them single
They're
mothers
not
as well.
trying to
So
do
if you
that.
want
They
to,
don't
if you
do
want
that.
to know
They do that. They do
what
that.
is Black American westernized culture, and it's not, I'm not saying it's just the men, it's the women too, because the women follow what the men do, right?
Okay.
So when we ask ourselves, what is Black American westernized culture? It's a culture of, number one, promiscuity. It's a
Y'all
culture
are on
of
y'all
lack
own.
of commitment. It's a culture
Lack of
of
commitment is due to you.
listen,
Untrustworthiness of the women.
it's
Let
a
us
culture
finish.
of promiscuity, lack of commitment,
Y'all,
untrustworthiness, and
hallelujah.
abandonment, child abandonment.
Yes,
I mean,
ma'am.
that's just
Oh,
what it
yes, ma'am.
is. And I'm
And
not the
I
one
understand.
who, I'm not saying that there aren't different factors behind why that is. I'm just saying that's what it is, and we have to own up to that. And we also have to own up to the
Well,
fact
who
that
is
they're
this we
taking that
portion?
culture, the Black community, and we also have to own up to the fact that they're taking that culture to these third world countries and putting it on these
Third
women.
world.
And the thing
They're,
is,
So
hold on, Celeste.
so
They're not choosing top shelf women when they go to these. You saying third world?
Yeah.
They're not
Okay.
even going to like Germany, and they're going to third world countries. So they're not choosing
They're
top
going
shelf.
elsewhere.
They're not choosing
Elsewhere.
top shelf women.
Elsewhere.
They're
Else culture.
choosing bitches out of brothels.
I agree.
Your
Well,
video.
so and what class of men is that? Is like some bum
Oh, it's
dudes
probably
or is
because
it
you
dudes with
played
money?
another, it's probably because you played one of those videos.
Which one?
What's going on? Is somebody playing a video?
That ain't me.
No, it's probably from one of the previous
That ain't me.
videos.
What happened?
I think Platinum videos
They
probably.
killed the
You need to
stream.
check his stuff.
Platinum's video didn't do anything. It had no sound, and it had no what you call on it.
Dang,
Somebody
I'm
listening
watching
to something
him.
from WWE.
Yeah, my video. Oh, what the fuck happened in my video?
WWE.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's WWE. I know.
Oh, did
So
you?
here's the thing. So here's the thing. When black men get their actual act together and they leave most of these domestic women alone who's been completely destroyed by the actual culture that they in, thanks to T-Mud, they can go wherever they want to and have the choice. Same choice that women have here locally. I believe in freedom of choice. I think that the actual treachery and the actual track record of the women within the environment shall be inhumanely punished with no options. And I think most people here who choose to deal with this environment at all here, I don't know. I don't see how you could do it. I can't be able
I
to
think
trust
the
anybody.
men who do choose to deal with this environment and have no problem with getting women in this environment are the true alphas. And I feel like the ones
Okay,
who
I
have to
don't
go
care.
to
I don't care about what you think of alpha is. That has
Wait,
no effect
why
over
are you
me.
saying that? I never said I didn't care about your opinions. So why are you all of a
I
sudden
know.
don't care about my opinion?
I know
conversation
because
being,
you're trying to, but because you're trying to impose what you think is an alpha is on
But that's
me
my
and
opinion.
about I know there are no such thing as alphas with this environment. There's
Okay,
a bunch
well,
of bitch
do
ass
women
niggas.
have
I feel
do women have do women have
MOT
rights
is
to
crazy,
opinions?
I don't care about their opinions.
Okay,
I don't.
that's what it's about.
Yeah, and that's why
that's
he is where
what
he is in
right.
life.
Right.
But yeah, and that's why
Y'all
you
right
have to
here.
go to third world countries and
That's
get
right.
women who,
Mhm.
you know,
She's
grew up in
Cambodian, dark
environments
skin, brown eyes,
out
nice
of the
long
brothel,
built
black
by
hair.
other men.
Look great.
out of the
Oh,
stables,
oh shit! Well, I thanked them. I thanked them for their service in creating a culture and creating nice, dark skin,
yeah, but they probably entered
darker
those
women.
brothels at
Oh,
12,
okay.
and
Oh,
they
you
get
know
them
they
out
are.
of the brothel.
Oh
at
shit! So
what,
they're all
Man,
out of
let me
brothel.
tell you, what my old coworkers from the
Oh, out of
Philippines
brothel.
told me. They put them
Oh
out
my
on the
god.
track early. Like a
Oh
lot
really?
of rich men from America and the UK, they go to the Philippines to get with those young girls. Like they put
I
them on the
said
track early.
Cambodia. I said Cambodia.
Not only in the Philippines,
Nice
but they do it
Muslim
in
countries.
Colombia and
Wow.
Honduras. Like those
Oh
man, I'm
right.
telling you, them
I
girls,
know.
they be starting off early. They be having
Yeah.
about 4, 5 kids by the time they 20.
Oh, okay.
Half of the kids don't stay with them. They disperse amongst family
So we don't
members.
have 13-year-old
I'm
women
telling
falling
you,
out
that's
of
how
like
it be.
older men's cars in like middle school. Like we didn't have that in the United States where
But it's
women got
taboo
started
here.
extra early.
It's
It's
taboo
not
here.
taboo. I'm
It's
from the
normal
South. That was
life
not
over
taboo.
there. It
It's
is
not
taboo.
taboo.
now, come on.
It's
That's what you
yeah.
think it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Not as taboo as you think, but yeah.
Shit,
It's
it's
okay. What I'm
taboo here.
saying
That
is,
ain't gonna happen down here, man.
it's looked down upon
Okay.
here.
All right. So I figured out what was going on. So it seems like a video, goddamn, a year and some change ago, of a woman. Hang on. Let me show you this bullshit. Literally, it's a fucking video of a woman. The video is literally years old of a woman. Y'all remember that video where it had the woman and and she beat the child at the school and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So literally,
I don't want to be anywhere near that type of culture. I don't want anywhere near.
I am literally being hit because of this dumbass video I did so long ago.
Yep, they're going through flagging your old shit just like they're flagging mine. I'm just waiting until I actually get a fucking strike, so that way YouTube have to turn over the actual.
They flagged your current live off an old video.
Yeah, they can do that. And literally, this is not. Mind you, I wasn't the one who reported on this. This was actually the news. This is the way we're going. Literally censorship, and literally everything I reported on, literally of a child getting stomped in by her mother, and literally all this shit. So
I mean, so your live stream is off right now?
Yeah, they got me on a strike because of this. Right. They said I violated a child being abused. Literally. That's
the problem is, man, you have to challenge that shit and tell them exactly what happened because YouTube is now starting to delete accounts of people who file false strikes against people. But you got to be able to challenge it and let them know that you intend to sue the individual who have false flagged your video. And they have to turn over the IP address information and all that other shit to you.
I would stay away from a lot of graphic content. Period.
I don't even fuck with that shit. I don't even play videos.
Don't mess with none of that.
Yeah, because
anything that could teeter, you know what I mean, that could teeter on the line, like it's gonna be conflicting the play.
Yeah, man, like there was a person, like an extremely large YouTuber, I'm talking about 500,000 subscribers, who just commented on some shit that was a younger child. Like all this shit happened because Pornhub had to erase all their videos, so that way if anything that's underage or anything else, even if you're actually just commenting on a video, even if it came from Facebook, they're gonna strike your channel. As soon as they can see that they can do that shit, they're gonna strike your channel, especially if you played the video on your shit. Like this was their new terms of service. So if somebody don't like or fuck with you and they have been following your content for a while, they could just go back and just pick older videos and just strike your shit.
Or what about putting a disclaimer on it or some type of warning?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
None
matter.
Of that, right? Yeah, I wouldn't play with it anyway, but yeah.
It does not matter anymore. They're just striking the shit. You have to appeal it. Of course, you'll get it appealed because it's a year ago, but those are the new rules as of 3 days ago. And they are doing that shit to all big YouTubers. Like a lot of people are starting to get strikes right now on shit that they did a couple years ago. Like responding to those kind of child abuse haircut videos and all that type of stupid shit from Facebook. Where people is actually commenting on the shit. A lot of people going through a lot of people's old comments and striking motherfuckers on shit just like that.
Wow.
I wouldn't delete the video. Because they'll automatically keep the strike on there for the entire time period that it is on there. But just explain to them what actually happened. And this is what happens when you got bitch ass motherfuckers who just go through and just do all this shit.
Hey, I have a question. Do you have it listed under news or entertainment or something, or do you have it listed under like lifestyle?
It doesn't matter.
vlogs?
No, it
I
does
didn't
not
ask
matter.
you. I was asking
Other
BMT.
creators, we're still not protected. No, like we're still not protected. Like I like that. What I just did, like the one I just showed y'all, that was y'all saw. That was the news. That was the news. And I used to do news articles and stuff, but I'm like, well, damn. All of a sudden now, like
I'm not
since
doing any of that shit. Nope.
like
I'm just talking.
last month, the month before last, I started getting all kind of emails like, you showing abuse, you're doing this and that, and I'm like, holy fuck, like.
You have to do what Willie D does.
To be honest, BMT, the video that you played today, I mean, it's your channel and your content, but that guy who's getting yanked in the grocery store, yeah, that was one I'd never play that. But a woman, she yanked him back. You know what I'm saying? The guy in the grocery store, then she said, "Go pay for my food," and she yanked him in a hoodie, slammed him.
Yeah,
that's borderline.
Yeah, you should have saw that, MT. That was funny. That was funny. I was laughing every time I seen it. It was sad though, but it was funny.
Man, this is why I try to stay away from the culture of women who don't even try to correct that type of behavior. I'm trying to remove that from my DNA timeline, and I have found great choices elsewhere, and it is amazing. Not to worry about any goddamn thing like that.
I don't know. It just seems like people who have to keep bragging on things, they're not really happy
Yes,
with
we
what they
do.
have.
Right
'cause,
there. No,
I mean,
no.
you'll never really just
No
brag on
matter.
personal
No
things.
matter. I just
Ignorant
wanted
is
to bring all the hatred out
the
of you.
best, like.
Oh my God. So
Yeah.
delicious. So delicious. So delicious.
Yeah, he was dating the Black Wanda Rousey right there.
See, MOT, a woman like that, I see what you're saying. They are not feminine, and there would be a lot to handle from a guy like you, but
no. I mean, we're gonna go a couple rounds. I mean, like that's why Chun-Li is in Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he got back in his place. The women have sort of changed the roles now. The women are a lot more dominant, and the men are a lot more docile.
Oh,
I mean, it's only
I don't want to deal with
only
women.
certain men who can handle
Oh
those
yeah.
type of women.
Whoa, what's going on?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Like, it's like, look, I don't want to deal with any of this shit. I'd rather deal with male female dynamics and not all this extra shit. And I'm just glad that I don't have to deal with this shit anymore.
Yeah, you rather deal with a society of women that was built by
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As long as they done it right, absolutely.
You're dating women out of
take the easy
the
way out,
brothels and the King's stable.
Well,
no, sir. What is King's stable? What are you talking about?
As opposed to dealing with a chick that will throw you down on the ground. I mean,
well, yeah, I can understand that you would rather, but I'm saying you're not dealing with, virgin foreign women. You're dealing with women who out of the brothels.
Yeah.
They're retired. They probably got into the brothels at 13. They've had a good run. They're 24, and they're looking for a foreign husband. And those are the women that you have to choose from.
I know, and those are the women who actually believe that shit in the United
to be
States. And I'm
honest-
so glad that y'all think that type of shit. It don't happen. Well, SYSBM, toodles, just be happy here, just being on the market over and
Yeah,
over
save
again.
yourself by taking refuge in another man's society.
Oh my God, it's so nice. It's so nice.
What do you think of a
I
black
don't care
man
about
who
her.
feels?
I don't care about her opinion.
What do
Look
you-
what you
No, I'm asking her though. I was asking her. What do you think?
What
of a
does the
black man
woman think? What does the woman think about a man
wants
when
to
he's
go
singular
overseas to
choice?
pursue a relationship because he just can't deal with the American women?
I I think
Yeah.
a man that can't deal with a woman who was brought up in the same society and fed the same values as he was,
Oh no.
um,
I have different
he
values
would
in the
be
same
like the
society.
grunt of the pack, kind of like I don't want to say beta because that's offensive, but I look at
No,
him
no,
as a grunt. It's like,
no, man.
because here's
I
the
mean, but
thing.
betas defend women's bad
Women
behavior,
have
though.
women have to practice hypergamy regardless, right?
They don't have
It's
to
just
happen.
a woman's
Practice
natural
hypergamy.
instinct to
It's not a woman's natural
Do y'all hear
instinct
something? Like I hear
to
some
be
whining.
infinitely on the market,
It
like
sounds like
infinitely
somebody
on the
whining.
market of
But
fucking everything that moves
so yeah,
and just
women
making
they have to
excuses
practice
about being on the
hypergamy
market.
regardless
No, they
because
don't have
that's
to.
our feminine instinct.
Okay.
So the
And
type
I
of
have the
men
male instinct of
who
choice. I have the male
the type of
instinct of
men
choice to leave
who
this type of shit alone.
the women in his own society can't practice hypergamy with,
Oh
he has
no.
to go to a
Oh
society that has
no.
a lower GPD, a
Sounds
society
great.
that has lower standards of living,
Oh my god.
and that way those women can practice hypergamy with him, and he'll feel like an alpha male. But once
Oh,
again, he has
feeling.
to go to a society that's less developed than the one he grew up in.
Ooh, Chamberlain was so
Well,
delicious.
now for me, I do kind of find that kind of insulting if you're trying to say that if
Oh
the
no
guy
no
is
no no. Let them have their opinion.
What shaming
The
word
point
did I say?
no
I'm
no no
sorry.
no. The point is that they're just feeding off of each other. Let them do their thing within the environment. It doesn't matter if somebody is away doing other things. They think a woman's opinion is just gonna bring us back. It's so sad and pathetic. But go
But
ahead.
I
Let them have their
Actually,
fun.
I'm asking for myself. I'm not trying to say you can enjoy the stables and the King stables. Enjoy what he's done with.
Yeah, I mean, I want you
Yeah.
to feel alpha. I want you to feel
It's
like a man. I want a woman to be
oh
able to practice hypergamy with you because that's going to make you
so great.
happy.
Who
So
was the
great.
king? Somebody had like
Oh
2,000
my god.
concubines or something like that. It was like
Was it
Like
Solomon?
this has nothing
yeah.
to
So I'm
do
saying
with the
like
story of
that's what
Solomon.
he's fucking on. He's fucking on women who've aged out of that era, and they've been granted their freedom. So I don't get that. It's not like you're going. It's
Really
not
makes me
like
want
you're.
to come back to the United States. It really
It's
makes me want
not
to come
like you're
back
dating a
and deal with
Colombian
the
beauty.
women's opinion in the actual environment. It
It's not
makes me
like
really
you're
want to come
dating the
back.
winner of the Miss Columbia
Yeah.
beauty pageant or
Actually,
anything like
I
that.
am. I
well,
guarantee
I
she's
would
better.
also I would say that how many of the guys over here are dating the Miss USA
Yeah, for real.
winners over here? So
Some
that's not
actually
really a
some
good
are.
Some
Some are.
hard, but
I mean, shit. How many?
what
She
guy
can't fuck everybody,
is?
but she
So I
can't fuck.
mean,
But she's getting fucked here. Yeah.
A
And,
okay, she get
guy
fucked.
and
who
guess
Yeah,
was
what? Miss
fuck.
able to
Columbia.
go
Miss
to a
Columbia
And
stage and
getting
any
look
fucked.
up an
again, we already
amputee.
established any chick can get fucked. We know that. I'm talking about dating and marriage. How many USA women is dating and marrying an average dude? We
Oh,
know that's
okay.
not
Average
Now you guys
women.
could. Okay, so you consider yourselves average.
okay.
What are
An
you talking
average
about?
guy.
So
Are they
shouldn't the
married?
average guy go take his money where his money is double that?
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
I
but I mean,
think
if you
Oh
consider
my
yourself
god.
an average dude,
I
then you
think
can't
that
compete.
a
I would
This
do
is
it
why
person.
too.
they're waiting on the platinum elites to defend their point of view. This is why I call platinum elite a male
I
feminist.
am.
Go ahead,
If
sir.
you
Go
guys are
ahead, sir.
waiting, I
Defend
mean,
your
you guys
stable, sir.
are
See,
Defend
now
your
you're using
stable.
average.
shaming
Average
language.
dudes.
Oh
If,
my
now look,
god.
this is
But you're
self-defined. You
Didn't
guys
you
not.
just
define
said that
yourself.
they're running from the women over here to go over there to feel alpha? Ain't that
That's what he
shaming?
said. That's what he said. That's what
But
MOT said.
she said that
That's
that's
not shaming language. I'm stating facts. You
how's
Okay,
that
brought
so
up
so
facts?
let's take
there
it from the level. Let's take it
Let's
from the level.
okay, let's
Average.
deal with facts.
the
So
facts
you think
are
it's
I
more
would never
alpha to
compete for
deal with
women
a
within this
difficult
environment. It's stupid.
so you think it's more alpha to deal with a difficult woman that don't like you, don't respect you,
Haven't been
you
cultured to.
haven't haven't been cultured to, than to deal with a woman who has a culture to respect and honor men. Now you think that is more alpha to deal with the difficult woman that don't like you, don't respect you, try to win her over than to
This
deal
is
with a
why they
chick
want
that
the platinum release
My
defending them.
question
It's so
is,
free.
my question
It's
is,
no,
why
no.
don't they like you? Why don't they respect you? You have
okay.
to give women
I,
something
I need you to
to
give me a.
like and something
you
to
have to give
Well,
women
hold up.
respect.
something.
Because
Well,
the
first,
reason why is because he's average.
well, hold up,
So
guys.
why can't the average guy go take him where he, you know what I'm saying, he's above average at?
You
I'm sorry,
can.
but I
That's
see
what I'm
average
saying.
guys
Why?
getting married
Hey,
and being
listen, hey,
respected
you guys,
Yes,
and
they
submitted
get
to all the
married. Yes,
time.
they
hold on,
do.
Okay, so
But
basically it's according to who thinks he's average.
Hey, y'all do know we will always still live. Y'all do know that.
Oh, you
yeah,
still the
we
video
do.
still going?
Alive.
Oh no, I didn't
We're
know
still
that.
alive. But that's what I'm saying.
Whoa. Is the city video still up?
Yeah,
No,
it
listen,
is.
we broadcast on. I tell y'all, my Team Teach channel is on 7 networks. If one network goes down, and that's what Trailer was also trying to say. If one channel goes down, there's 6 other networks that are still going. Like I said
Okay,
that
so
before.
okay. So where
It
did
is
it get
snowing
flagged
like
at?
a motherfucker in Indiana right now.
Thank you,
Oh my
Trailer.
God.
This guy.
But
Hey,
yeah,
hey, what you driving?
Suck.
What you driving?
Four-wheel drive Trailblazer, man. But the roads still suck.
Oh my God, dude,
I
I
want to
used to
ask
drive
Trailer
semi through
Hood the
there.
question because I'm really curious to see what he thinks about this subject.
Unless you are a black woman from this culture, stop.
No. Allow her to get
So,
all
let
her
her
questions
talk.
answered.
Let
Where
her
did I
talk.
defend
I
Let her
am
Celeste
talk.
at?
up for any question. Go ahead, shoot.
yeah, I don't.
Go ahead.
First off, Platinum wasn't defending me. I don't
Really?
see where y'all
Okay.
got that from. But
They think that because I don't hate you or attack you, I'm quote
I
unquote
don't
defending you.
hate or attack anybody. I'm just saying that I found superior people elsewhere where I don't have to deal with this culture, and I'm from the South,
The
and I'm
Colombian stables.
so, Trailer Hood, I have a question for you. Would you consider American men who let's make it specific, American black men, right, who cannot get an American black woman to respect him, like him, and submit to him, would you consider that type of man to be alpha or beta?
Wow, that's a pretty loaded question.
Yeah, it is loaded
Pretty simple.
on purpose because no. Here's the problem.
Well, let me hold on.
Here-
Let me answer the question first, and then you can chime in. Let me respond
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to retract with. I think that the whole submission thing is stupid and it is counterproductive to any relationship for one.
Yeah,
but if you
especially
can't,
the black type of relationship.
But if you can't find somebody to like you or respect you, I don't necessarily think that determines whether or not you're an alpha or a beta, to be honest with you. Not when it comes to that. Alpha and beta is more so in how you are perceived, not in the dating community, but out in the world as a whole.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
So can I continue? I'm not done with the question.
I have a question.
So can I continue with the question? So this guy, we're talking about the same black American male, westernized, right? Westernized values, culture, everything. So if this guy goes to a third world country like say Cambodia to get a woman from that country because he believes that the society that she comes from has taught her to be feminine and submissive and all the other things that he's looking for in a woman that he feels a black American woman cannot provide. Would you think that that's an alpha move or a beta move?
I think that was a bitch move. Honestly, in my opinion, that's my opinion because look, you got to look at it this way. There are a shit ton of different people in this country. America as a whole is a culture in and of itself.
I have to agree with you.
So if you can't find somebody in a melting pot of a country and you have to go to another country to find your woman, to me that means that you're weak. You know, you can't.
Why can't the world be open to the black man? Why can't the whole global world be open to the black man?
I can tell you why,
It can
sir.
be open if now look.
No. I can tell you why.
But if your intention is to see the world and this, that, and the other, and you
Nah. No, we're not. Nah, I'm not doing no sightseeing. No, we're not going from that angle. We're not playing that angle.
But to go out
Why
and
can't the
potentially
world
seek
of
out a
women?
certain
Let me rephrase it. Why can't the world of women be open to the black man? Why is that a problem?
It can.
Hey man,
It can if you happen to find one while you're out seeking the world.
Exactly.
But to go out and
Leave
seek
them
a certain type of woman just because
Sure, hell
you
yeah,
can't find
body
a woman
type
to
and
suit your
culture and
narrative and the
everything?
country you're from, that's crazy, man.
Who
I mean,
gets to
to me,
determine what I'm seeking when I find it? Who gets to
It's like
determine what I'm
Ukrainian
seeking
dating
when I
sites,
find
you know,
it? Where I find
where you
it?
can-
Why would I want to go
How
through
I
that?
find it? What was the
Why
circumstance?
This is what a lot of guys don't realize. What Trailer Hood just said, this is how the majority of men in American society view that group of men who preach that rhetoric that, oh, let's go to a third world country and find a
problem
wife
is-
because those
and,
women are gonna
I wouldn't give a goddamn what they
listen
felt.
to everything that
Yeah.
we say. They're gonna make us
I wouldn't care what he felt. Let him come tell me what he felt.
He already told you, and
problem
that's how most
Nah,
women
that's
feel.
not personal. That's not
level of
personal. That's not
restriction
personal
is
at
That's
all.
how
I'm
most
talking
women
about a
feel.
real
Well,
situation.
now, if
Where
you know,
he can
again,
come to,
someone was
and
asking
I,
a question and it offended
It
you. I mean, then
is
really,
what
you
it
ain't intent. You ain't meant for this panel.
Okay,
It is
well
what
here's
it
the
You know,
is.
thing.
because we're supposed
And here's
to
the
have
thing.
discussions and
wait, what he said?
Do
not
you
get
have freedom of
feathers
choice
all ruffled.
or not? So do
You
men
do have freedom of choice, but you also have everybody has freedom of choice, but also we get told by the same people that tell us we have freedom of choice that we have to deal with what society says are the repercussions of our choices.
Thank you.
I don't care what nobody said. Get somebody hear that loud and clear. I wouldn't care what nobody said. Let them
And
come
you know
tell it
what?
to my
That's
face.
perfectly
Oh,
fine. You should stay that way.
Let me
You
finish.
should stay that way. Don't let us people think
I'm gonna let you go. Let me finish. I
It's
wouldn't
obvious you
care
don't care.
what. No, I
So
wouldn't
many
care what.
guys.
Let me
Don't care
finish.
about what
Let
these
me
people
finish.
think.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Give me 5 seconds. I wouldn't care what no man on the face of the earth thought about nothing.
Nobody
Let
cares
me
that you
see.
don't care.
Hold
It's
on. Let me
society. We still
finish.
have
Let
an
me
opinion.
finish. Let me finish. I'm gonna give it to
He thinks
everybody.
that we
Oh,
care
Let
that he
me.
doesn't
Let me.
care.
Let me. Hold on. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you finish.
So
I wouldn't care what nobody says. If I broke a law, I broke a law. After that, I wouldn't care what nobody says. Like I wouldn't care what no level anybody put me on or what I thought. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. So why is it an issue?
You
Well,
have
my
that
thoughts
right.
are
why
if
I'm not
you
on the
want a woman
marketing
from
United
another
So then
States,
it's no
culture,
I'm
issue.
so
There's no
productive.
issue. There's
why not
no
go
issue.
So
visit
Okay.
and
productive
see
Next.
what that
without having
culture?
to
I
worry
want to
about
hear
these
what
things
Trailer
within the
Hood got to
environment.
say. What were you saying,
Of
Trailer
course you
Hood?
do. Of course
I
you
was
do.
just saying if you want a woman from another culture that is going to be submissive, why not just move to that place where that culture is prevalent?
Why
No.
not? Why not bring over here?
That's a good idea. Why don't you submit to
Yeah.
another man's culture since you want the
I know.
product of his
What is
society?
this submit to his culture? What are we talking about?
That makes
What
perfect
I'm
sense.
a free moving man. I'm not submitting to anybody. I'm gonna get a girl
Yes,
and we're gonna
like you
go
go
off and live
to,
life.
yeah, just
Well,
like
can
you're
I ask a
submitting to
question
American
then?
culture.
Well, there's no submitting. There's no submitting.
Don't you follow
I
the
mean,
laws here? Don't you follow the
Okay,
I
customs
would
here?
follow the laws of
That's submitting to the culture.
but I would submit to
And
the
that
laws
is
of
submitting
any
to the
state,
culture.
any country, anywhere on the globe.
I
Okay, so
submit
we're
to
saying
no
the same
laws of
thing.
man. I only submit to the laws of God.
Yeah.
well, I'm
Well,
trying to
I hear
understand
you.
something,
Thanks a
and
lot to an
if I
atheist.
may. Okay, if you're saying that for black men in
Well,
particular,
this doesn't need to necessarily be addressed just towards black men, because white men
yeah,
do the
well,
same thing, brother. There are
We
women
already
that
know
that's
that.
what I
Know
was about
that.
to say.
order
That
brides from Ukraine and Russia and all kinds of places, just as
Age
well
old.
as they find
Age
white
old.
women that
but
way.
and
Age
now,
old.
do you feel that those men are weak as well?
I do.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So it's okay. as
Everything
long
is
as white
based on
men
the
do it.
woman's opinion.
I didn't say it was
in the
okay.
environment.
So it's not. So it's not racial. It's not racial. It's just a man leaving his country. That's
No,
all.
but see, here's
It's
the
just
point
a
I'm
man
trying to
not
make.
being willing to man up and fight
man up and do what?
No,
against
but
his
see,
own, against his own culture.
but look,
You
the
know, why
reason
not?
why
Why not?
He's
Go,
not
why not
beefing.
go
He's
to
not
the-
beefing with his culture. He has no fight, or he's not manning. There's nobody
He's
to fight.
not insulting his
no, but
culture.
see,
I don't
Trailer
see the
Hood. Here's the
problem.
thing, Trailer Hood. They had to ask you.
Giving up.
Look, Trailer Hood. They had to ask you if white men do it because they needed that validation. Because as
I'm
long
not
as
saying
white men
that.
are doing
I
it,
already know
it's
white
okay.
men do it.
I don't know who you. I don't know who you went to for
I
that because I don't
am
need
so
no other
I
man
was
to validate
asking
Yeah,
me
him,
for
because
does
anything.
he feel the
here's the
same way
thing.
about those
It
men
shouldn't
too?
matter. It shouldn't matter to y'all what white men are doing. Are y'all white men?
I
So why
didn't.
does it matter that white men
I
are
didn't
willing to
ask
throw
that.
I
away
wouldn't
their
val. I
asking.
wouldn't
I'm
care what
asking
race
see,
validated
here's
my
the thing. I hear
passport.
black women make the same argument
Yeah.
about white women wearing weave. They
I
say,
do
"Oh,
think
white women
dudes
wear
who
weave, so
are
we can
who
wear
are
it too,
still
right?"
dealing with black women who
So
talk like
just
this within this
because
Yes,
culture
y'all.
white
are
men go
eternally
to third
clowns.
world countries,
Well,
that doesn't make it
Eternally
okay
clowns.
for
okay.
you
I
to
have
do it
another
to find your
question.
right.
If people
See,
want to
I'm
hear
not
that, okay.
playing that racial game. I'm going anywhere I want to go. If the white man stamps my passport and says I can't
But
go,
the
yes,
fact
I
that y'all
am.
asked him that
I
question is very
don't
telling.
even
It's
No,
just
I
telling.
care
asked the
what
question
these
because
I
I
don't.
want to
women
Yeah,
see
think
his
those
opinion
guys
on
asked him
about
the
because
question. I'm
most
not
their
men's
asking
own
nobody
black
people.
anything.
masculinity is based on what women think within this environment, and
Well,
that's the
my
saddest part
other
about this.
question would be, okay, now do anybody feel the same way when you have foreign men marrying these American women?
No.
Foreign men
Do we
marrying
feel
American women.
they are weak as well?
They're
That's what the
they're
level
here
up
for
is
the
supposed to
women's
be
choice.
about.
No, well, that's a
They
different
are here.
circumstance because they actually came over here and they became a citizen and assimilated to our culture and our
Thank
lifestyle.
you. Thank
You see how
you.
But
bitchified
they
his
still,
opinion is?
they're
Like,
still
Jesus
running
That's not
from their
But
rectified.
own
see,
That's just being
culture.
realistic.
here we go
What
with
is
the
that? She's still
inconsistency.
gonna
Okay.
They
submit to
still
that
running
man.
from their
Is she?
own
Is she
Because
not gonna
somebody
submit
has
to
a
that
different
man?
opinion,
Woman.
they
She
get called
married.
names.
I'm an
So
American.
that's
Woman. Oh, okay.
But see,
so
this is
it's
why people can't
Everybody has
have
rights
intelligent
except for the black
conversations with
man.
y'all.
so
Because just
it's
because
okay.
someone has
Dude,
a different
you know what? That
opinion,
argument that
you
Yeah.
want to
everybody
get to
has
name
rights, but the
calling.
black man is so tired and
I'm
old.
willing to listen to you. I want to hear. I want to hear your opinions, and I want a
Well,
responsible rebuttal.
Hey,
we were trying to.
I'm
No,
glad that these women are
because when
still on the market.
other
I'm
people
glad that there's
give
so
you
many dudes who are
opinions
here who
that
still
you
want to put
don't
up with the
agree with,
shit.
you get to calling names. And I'm like, that's why nobody can have a mature conversation with you.
I
Like,
know.
that's why
agree.
Mature
people just
means
pretty
that
much leave you
agree with your
alone.
actual point of view. I'm so glad that women like this are still on the market, and we still have dudes with
That
fourth
woman's
grade
married,
education.
MOT.
Okay, so she says. So she says. So she says.
Why would you doubt it?
Because why would a woman be online talking to men that she don't know at 3:00 in
Because
the
she's a
fucking morning?
she's a kept woman.
Because
Fuck
I
out of here.
She's
can,
an
and
alpha.
because my
Okay.
husband doesn't feel like
Okay.
y'all are a threat to him.
Okay, because we are talking to a woman from a culture that it would be never be allowed in another culture.
But see, this is what
The
I'm saying.
keyword
Like,
is
BMT is
allowed.
married, right? BMT is married. Trailer Hood is married. So it's okay for them to talk to people on YouTube, people who share similar beliefs,
Oh my
views, and
God.
ideas with them, to have different exchange of ideas and conversations. That's okay. That's okay
Especially
for
at
them
3
to
or
do
4
it.
in the morning when
question
you
is,
just be out
why-
here
My question is,
sleeping beside your husband.
I'm a
You know,
night
why
owl.
can't people have
I'm a
discussions
night
with other
owl.
people, man? Are you that do you have trust
That's
issues
what I'm
or
saying. My
something?
husband isn't
Yeah.
insecure.
Okay, I have.
I mean, me and my wife, we trust each other, so why,
Okay.
that's what a good marriage is about.
It doesn't
trust.
make you look like more of a pro man by just agreeing with this type of shit. It makes
Pro
you
not-
look like a
man. What are you
fucking
talking
clown.
about?
I'm making
Oh my
valid
goodness.
comments, and I'm
You're not
bringing
making
valid
valid
arguments.
points. You're not making valid points.
BMT, I'm so glad you had him come on because
Yes,
he's like one of the
because
reasons
of
why I'm so happy I'm married
SYSBM.
already.
Oh yeah,
People
because
like him just make
Nah,
me
you
get
would
on my
never
knees
qualify for a
and
guy like
thank
me.
goodness I got
You would
married
never
young.
qualify for a guy like me.
Like,
You would never qualify for
I'm
a guy
so
like me.
thankful.
Well, yeah, because
You would never qualify.
she's not a foreign national.
No,
She's not
because she's an
from the
uncultured reptile
Colombian
like most of these
brothels.
women in these actual environments. Yes. Most men who actually have this point of view.
Look, the truth of the matter is you're never going to find the woman you want if all you're looking for is somebody that's submissive. Submission belongs in the bedroom, not in reality. That's it.
Because the bedroom's not in reality either, right?
No, because the bedroom is a good time. That's where you're supposed to submit to each other.
Oh my God.
Real life,
You know
you're supposed to work together as a you're supposed to work together as a team, dude. I mean, come on. Do you not realize that marriage is like a fucking business contract, dude? And if one person doesn't do their part or keep their end of the fucking contract, then the marriage is going to fail.
You don't think the marriage fails within the society at a high rate, sir?
Say what now?
You don't think marriage failure fails at a high rate in this society?
I do. It's because people get married for the wrong reasons.
Okay. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing and defending this actual environment.
It's because couples are wanting each other to submit. They're fighting for control over the roost rather than working together and realizing
why would there need to be a fight over control if they knew what their actual place was? Why would they need to be fighting over control if everybody knew what their place was?
Well, and what's everyone's place?
Because number one.
Who's controlling the roost?
Yeah.
What? Is a woman supposed to be in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant and cooking you fucking dinner all night?
Here we go. Male feminist. I'm done.
No, I'm not a male feminist, dude. By no means at all whatsoever. I'm realistic is what I am. We live in 2020, dude.
Sir, listen. You're realistic according to these culture standards.
Oh my God.
It's unacceptable, and I decided to do business elsewhere.
Yeah, but that's your individual decision. You can't redefine it.
Right. What he just said, that is your individual position. You can't push that on an entire culture.
Okay. All right. As stated, most men in this culture who deal with this type of shit and who defends it, I don't know what to say to them, man. I don't. I find it very hard to believe that this stuff is actually working. I just don't think that's the case. But hey,
you know what? I'll be honest with you, dude. I had two failed relationships where I ended up with two kids that I ended up out of both relationships that I had to pay child support for. All right.
God, no.
I have adult kids that I pay child support for with a relationship that failed. I have another one where I got teenage kids now with a relationship that failed.
I don't have any of that because I chose from another culture where women don't have that high of a failure rate. Period. They don't have that type of background or lifestyle. It has nothing to do with my choosing ability. It has everything to do with the women that are cultured within this environment are very specific.
It doesn't even have anything to do with the women. What you got to realize is we have a system that has been set up to incentivize women to become single parents and push fathers out of the home because they get rewarded for that shit. Dude, what you don't realize is you can bring another woman from another country here, and even if she realizes that she's going to get rewarded for that, if she has a kid, and she's going to do the same thing regardless. It doesn't matter.
That's not the case. You keep guaranteeing things that's not part of people's culture.
Seriously, I know buddies that brought. I know people that have married people from other countries.
It's always I know a guy. It's always I know a guy. That's what I'm trying to get away from, the I know a guy situation. So when she steps out of line,
what, people ain't allowed to know people? I mean, Jesus Christ, we live in a world where I don't know you, but I'm sitting here talking to you. I mean, come on, man.
Okay.
But that, you know that one guy cannot represent the whole.
Okay.
And I understand that, but what I'm saying is, he's saying that it won't happen, but it can happen.
Listen.
Can you show me Can you show me examples of a good situation that worked out?
Yeah, I mean, so you have all the reasons why I don't want to do business here while trying to get me to do business here. Do you not understand?
I'm not trying to get you to do business here. I'm telling you why I did.
Okay.
You know, I have a happy marriage and a happy life.
Okay, so let me go through this again because I don't want kids from a person who doesn't have the culture, thanks to the way people are cultured within this environment. If I have a problem, I call her family. They will get her ass in line. I don't have to worry about any fucking problems.
See, I don't believe in bringing family into my marriage. I'd rather me and my
Shit.
wife deal with
I
it.
believe in bringing the hands of God into the fucking
Can you take
situation.
pushback, BMT? Can you take pushback on your decision? Because it seems like to me, you know, when you're in that echo chamber, you know, no disagreement. You get, you know, what I'm
Okay.
saying.
All right.
There's
So-
some pushback in those philosophies you have, man.
And you dudes are
Nin-
totally
Voodoo Ninjas
bitchified,
Video
and you
game
guys
over there.
totally have been sucked in by the shit, and I would never put up with it.
But can
I would-
we
I
set
would
up
rather go
something?
to her culture.
Can we set up a debate, MOT? Because I'd like
About
to
what?
see. I don't know. She ran off. I'd like to see you versus Celeste, and if it's possible.
I don't give a shit about what black women think within this culture.
Well, you
At
got it
all,
right.
period.
Hold up. We could put the information out for the people to decide, though.
I don't give a fuck about what she thinks or what
Well,
Teapot
nobody's-
thinks or
well,
any of
I'm
that
not
shit.
wasting my time.
I'm not gonna do that,
What about trailer? What about Voodoo Ninja?
dude. Listen, any
He's a
dude
man.
who's tied to women in this fucking culture, who's gonna go on and fucking brag about how women got them handpicked within this society, dude. I don't want, dude. It doesn't matter.
I'm not bragging. I'm just pointing out a flaw.
No,
in the system.
MOT. Debate them, man. Debate them. Get the views,
no,
get the money, get the money up.
Fucking
Yes.
not. I don't give a fuck. About
I would
that.
debate you.
I already got money.
Well,
I already
Debate
got
me.
money.
Find
No,
a
that's not
topic
gonna
to debate them on.
No, there's no reason to debate. I don't give a fuck about women's opinion
Well,
in
got
this
you.
society or any of that.
No, you. Oh, okay. You.
I have a
I thought it
superior
was.
system.
Hey, I
Listen.
subbed you, Voodoo Ninja. That's your email. That's your channel, right? Voodoo Ninja, right?
No, my channel's
explain-
Dirty Logic.
Is what?
I will.
Dirty Logic. DRTYLOGIK.
Oh,
I will explain to you. It's very
Get a hold of
simple and
BMT.
very
He can give
easy.
you my email, dude.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Like,
you knew him.
I know. Yeah.
No,
Like,
it's
y'all
very
understand,
simple
like,
and it's very easy. I don't give a shit about what women believe or think within this society and environment because I have control over everything within my
I
society.
hope you never have a daughter, dude. Honestly, I really do. I hope you never have a fucking daughter.
No. And,
So you don't want to debate her just because you're a woman? Just because you're a woman?
Wait, and he would lose.
I don't give a fuck about what
Daniel
you
would
think.
lose.
He doesn't want to
I
debate
don't give a
anybody
fuck
that
about
actually
what-
respects women and sees them as equal to them.
I do respect women. Whoa,
No, you
whoa,
don't.
whoa, whoa.
No, you don't, dude.
Did
If you
you just
respected
say
women, you wouldn't be
females?
fucking talking the way you were talking. You're an you were fucking dude.
Sir, listen.
you were-
Wait. I want
Go ahead,
to
bro.
address something
One
that
at
you
a
just
time,
said.
one
I
at
want
a
to address
time.
something that you just said. I don't see women as equal to me within the environment, and I think that's where we differ.
Listen.
I just don't see
I-
that way.
I know most men. I do. I know Trailer and I know MOT. I know these guys. I listen. I understood, and I had a talk with Trailer. Did I not already tell you? You will meet.
Oh yeah, and I'm okay with that. And I told you that.
And I had a talk with MOT, and I said, MOT on my panel, you will meet the opposite of your yin.
You will meet
He
normal
knows
people on BNT.
So
No,
Yeah.
I would meet bitch ass niggas who care about what women think in this environment. I don't.
nah,
That's
normal.
that is why you have the dark side pendant around your neck.
Man, shit, she could try that
That's
shit
when-
if she want to. I'll choke the fuck out of this fucking person.
That's
She'll
why-
never make it.
That's why he's on planet dark side. Now, the thing about it is this. Listen, I know the purpose of my channel is to be that median plateau that everybody is going to meet at some point in the hotel continental. Everybody's going to meet sometime. I get it. You know, as long as they ain't killing each other. Trust and believe. This is not the craziest conversation. Right now, we've seen crazier stuff happen on this space. We from crackheads to goddamn millionaires, goddamn doctors who done trying to put dildos down their throat on live. We done seen it all on this goddamn channel. So really, I don't get phased. I don't get phased. Like, shit. Like I said, these two are ironclad in their resolve. Now, let me go ahead and pull up Trailer's email. For you guys. I'll go do that for y'all. Like I said,
I'm gonna hit you up, MOT. We're gonna set it up.
Because you know.
No, we're not gonna set it up.
He's not gonna come. He's not gonna come. He's not coming, man. He's not. I know MOT. MOT is not gonna come. He's not gonna come. You got a better chance.
He can bring his buddy. He can bring his buddy with him. Game changer. He can bring his buddy. So
scared.
No.
Oh, okay.
Get on the bitch ass.
I'm still not gonna have a conversation that I don't think that need to happen. We both have results. My woman would never fucking do that, and if she did, I would take her back to her family to get her dropped off to get her executed. That's the type of shit I want in my house.
With that type of
results.
Guaranteed
fucking results, and I don't give a fuck about. Of course she would.
He wants that
no
fucking ISIS. He wants that ISIS style fucking marriage.
Yeah, I love that shit. Love it. Amazing.
Fucking Donovich and shit.
Explain to me though why we can't explain to me what part of where are you getting non-support female?
I don't care about what you think about on the women tip. I don't care.
Okay, but where are you getting that? You said something. I was beta for females. Where'd you getting that at?
Yeah, okay. Every time you say a whole bunch of dumb shit about shit you don't know about motherfuckers who date people of other cultures and don't want to fuck
that
with
makes
people.
me beta.
You clearly
of course it does.
How did that make me?
I don't know platinum.
That's
I've
crazy.
debated him twice.
No, he don't know me. He didn't know anything about me. He doesn't know anything about me. Somebody, if I say he goes overseas, that makes me beta.
I don't care. The guys who are tied to this environment, I am happy that they're tied to this environment. I am happy they're tied to this environment. There's nothing we could be able to do for these guys. And I said,
so why are you? If you don't like the culture or the environment, why do you even live in America?
I live in America because we have the best access to nonprofit funding. I am a disabled veteran. I get a lot of government contracts, and I make about $7.5 million a year. And
so you're one of them guys that rely on the government. You're a big government guy. You'd rather have government's hands and everything than actually have than people actually have real freedom.
Absolutely.
But that you're the
kind of person that I think is destroying the country.
Did you hurt your back, MLT? Did you hurt your back?
He's destroying the country. No.
Or is it something mental?
I put trailers.
I did not hurt my back
in every aspect of their life.
So it's a mental disability.
It doesn't care. Absolutely.
It's a mental disability.
Y'all stop.
Whatever y'all think. No, it's just at the end of the day. At the end of the day, this is all they got to offer. And I'm telling you, if I ever were to meet one of these uncultured reptiles within this environment and they ran their mouth like this, I would fucking run them through a fucking wood chipper.
All you've been doing is insulting people and threatening people.
Well, that challenge, there you go.
I swear.
No wonder he can't attract.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck about what these people think. They're here to empower women within this environment. They want to deal with the shit that this woman have to say because they sexually fucking starved, or they want this 50-50 relationship. I don't want to deal with this shit. I already have the perfect environment that is based on ironclad fucking
women who respect him. Do y'all hear the way he talks?
I don't want to attract anything here. I don't want to attract anything here.
No, but see, I believe
I don't even care about that. I don't give a shit about what you think. You keep thinking that I care about what you think.
He's either going to
I don't even care about
women with low
I don't care about what you
who are going
I don't
to
care about
allow
what you
him
think.
to talk to them like that, or
Dude, man,
I don't even talk to my woman like that.
or he's going to attract
No, I don't
masculine
respect
women
this woman.
who
I don't
are
have to.
going to dominate him.
Yeah, but this isn't your
here's the
platform.
Well, here's the thing,
Your
man.
platform.
At the end of
And she's been invited by the content creator himself to speak.
Bitch ass niggas.
We gonna set something up, man.
No, we're not gonna set nothing up.
No, I'm talking to
You two guys are gonna talk about the respect.
I am not a bitch ass to speak